Alrighty, good evening, and welcome to our very first Flow TV hockey broadcast here of the brand new year. The Flin Flon Bombers flying absolutely high as they entered the Christmas break, taking 27 out of a possible 28 points in November and December. Carried off right where they left off, a convincing 10-4 victory against the Ronge Ice Wolves last night, the first half of the home and home. Didn't know what to expect. Wolves came out, scored two quick goals before the game was even 6 minutes old. Ronge gets the power play goal, kind of set the tone. Bombers never looked back. Not only do they hit double figures, but it was a great night for Leighton Carruthers. 6-point affair for him, a shorthanded goal and 5 assists, and the Bombers scored 3 shorthanded goals in that game, picking up their 20th victory of the year and keeping pace with the Yorkton Terriers, who've already played 3 games here in the new year and have leapfrogged the Bombers by 1 point for second place overall. Both those teams have played 31 games. As for the Ronge Ice Wolves, if the playoffs were to begin tomorrow, they'd be on the outside looking in, but they're close. They had some success early in the year. They're 3 points behind the Humboldt Broncos, who lost in overtime last night, and the Broncos do have the 1 game in hand. So we bring in Mike Slip and we say Happy New Year, Mike, and no question about it, I think, as you and I are sitting here waiting for puck drop, a rare Sunday night, a rare 6 o'clock start time, kind of wondering what game we're going to see here tonight.
Yeah, it seems a little funny here, Rob, being here at this time, and Happy New Year to you, Happy New Year to all Bomber fans and all the Ronge Ice Wolves fans, parents, and billets that might be listening tonight. Happy to have you with us, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. First thing I said to Rob when I got up in the booth today is, what the heck happened last night? I looked, it was... Sorry. I looked and it was 2-0 for Ronge, and did some things, came back, and all of a sudden it was 10-4. So something must have happened. I know the Ice Wolves will want redemption tonight. I didn't notice who's in net tonight, Rob, for the Ice Wolves. Did you? 35.
Yeah, they're going to go with, they're going to start, if they played both guys in last night's game, but...
Graham Brown.
Yeah, Graham Brown came in relief. I didn't think Logan Falk played that bad last night. I got to be honest with you, I really didn't. I was a little bit surprised when Kevin pulled him after the 5th goal, but I guess he needed something to spark his team.
Yeah.
It was still, I guess, fairly early in the game, so you make a change and hoping that you rally the troops, but no, Graham Brown will get the call here tonight. And the Bombers are also going back with Matthew Keeper, who you don't see him give up 2 goals, bang, bang like that very often. No. But you know what? 2 pretty good shots. You can't fault them for either one of them. Ronge, a desperate team. Could be an interesting game here tonight with the January 10th trade deadline, of course, on the horizon. The Bombers will play again Wednesday, but you never know. Could be changes coming. We don't expect it to be a real busy deadline with how tight the teams are, but who knows? Maybe these teams will change before they play each other again at the end of the season.
You're absolutely right.
Winning, like they mentioned, 10-4 yesterday. They took both games before Christmas as well. 7-5, that was a real crazy game the last time that they were here. Back on December the 21st, Flin Flon played in Laurence the night before, won that one 3-1. And the Wolves won the first game of the year here at the Whitney Forum, way back on September the 27th, 4-3. Flin Flon's 3-0 at the Mel Hedlund Uniplex this year with a 5-2 victory. And it's interesting, you take a look at this Laurence club, who have improved. Some nights look better than others, but their road record has been very, very impressive this year at 7-5. Wow. Their home record record at the Mel's been a problem. 7-13-1, and I can tell you, I've seen all the games between the teams head-to-head. The Ronge just played a lot better here for whatever reason they have back in their own rink. I can't explain it, but that's the case.
We talked about Graham Brown. He played, you know, it was a high-scoring game, but we thought he played very well when he was here last time. So we'll have to see how the young man does tonight. Here we go, Rob.
Keith Gruner, 2 goals last night, leads the Bombers with 15 as he winds up for the face-off here against Thomas, who also scored for the Wolves. Here's Turner for the Wolves at center ice. He'll flip it inside the Flin Flon zone. Keeper will start net. Picked up his 10th victory of the year last night. Gruner quickly takes the pass to center. He's away. Leighton Carruthers, like I said, a 6-point game. Shorthanded goal, 5 assists last night. Big pickup for Mike Reagan from the QMJHL, and he's going to be a big factor for them as we make our stretch run here to the playoffs. Carruthers had it rolled off his stick, tried to get it back. It's poked the middle, picked up here by Cormier. Cormier, a shot! That goes off Brown's shoulder. Cormier also a couple of goals in last night's game. Flin Flon holding the puck in. Carruthers a chance! He just ripped it wide. Got a heck of a shot there. Wolves can't clear. Picked up by Cormier, back of the goal for Gruner. Gruner tried to go backdoor that time. Look out, Carruthers on top of the netminder here. Cassette, a very physical guy, banging with him. Lepper will move it ahead, and here's a pass to Carruthers. Carruthers down the wing, walks it, shoots it, ripped it over top of the net again. And it must have caught the netting there. They'll blow that down, but just a little bit more than a minute in, 18:58 to go. Leighton Carruthers looking already effective here so far.
Boy, what a night he had last night. Like you said, a number of multiple goal scorers and point getters. Cormier being one of them. Ringer, I think, got a couple.
He got the big power play goal to start the game. Takes the face-off. The Wolves win the draw. They'll get it to Buchart at center. Buchart had to go across to Dembo. That's picked up here by Holmes. Did not play in last night's game, but he's in there tonight. In the corner for Lepper. Feeds it back to Holmes. Holmes will take a look, swings the pass to Ringer. Ringer to center. Quickly across the Laurent's line. Dropped it back to Piccinino for the left side. Shot right on. Kicked away that time by Connor Brown. Rebound picked up by Buchart. He'll get the puck out. Here's a chance now for the Wolves. A 2-on-1 if they can get there in time, but it's knocked away here by Luke Lepper. Continues to be having an outstanding season. Flin Flon will move it ahead. That's Cohen Semp ahead to Ringer across the line. Feeds it back out front to Lepper. Tapped it in front, but Dembo gets a hold of it. He'll flip it back to center ice. Tanchuk waits for it, feeds the pass back over to Ringer. Ringer to the Bomber line to Lepper. A backhand pass, he feeds that one back here to Tanchuk. He's at center ice. Dumps it across the ice 12 line. Ronge will get it back and they'll clear it back to center. Tanchuk waits, fires it in. Mainz will go back to get it. Back of his own net, fed that one over. Bombers back on top and get the turnover. Back out front to Tanchuk. Tanchuk, quick shot, fired on target. Brown the save. And he's got the rebound as he'll hang on. Let's get to the goaltender numbers. Matthew Keeper, like I mentioned, 10 straight victory last night. 10-0 since coming over with the Bombers. Goals against of a little bit over 2 and a save percentage still very good at .936. Last night was the first night I really saw him struggle a little bit early in the game, but coming back for Christmas. And again, you got to give the Wolves credit. Those first 2 goals, really, really pretty goals. They were able to set the D-man up perfectly high slot. Those are tough to stop. Arbery back of that will feed it back to blue line. Schaefer will hold it in. He had a goal in last night's game. Here's Arbery, a chance. Lees was cruising out front off his skate. Wolves will push it back to center. Big body check there. Ewan steps into De Silva. De Silva will get right back up. He'll flip the puck back in the Flin Flon zone. Here comes Perzoni. In on Schaefer, had a step on him, throws it back out front. That one fired on target that time by Boucher, the former Battleford star. I think his mom and dad are at the game here tonight. Somebody was in wearing some Battleford stuff, and he, of course, is a former North Star. Turner will get the puck. He'll flip that one back over to DeLulo. Wolves get going at center. Perzoni will dump it in. Stopped here by Keeper. He's got to hang on. DeLulo will quickly make his way to the front of the Flin Flon net. We mentioned Graham Brown back between the pipes. 8-10 on the year. He does have a shutout. Goals against at 3.37 and a save percentage. Actually not bad at .911. That's decent goaltending.
I think Graham Brown's a good goalie. He, as I say, he was left to his own devices last time he was in Flin Flon, and I can't remember what the shots were, but they were pretty high.
Well, you take a look at even last year, when these two teams would meet head-to-head, there's a lot of offense. It's almost like they totally ignore the back ends. I think tonight's going to be a little bit tighter, I think. Might have been wrong before when I've said that, but you certainly, if you're Laurent, don't want to get into these these big high-flying games. I mean, Flin Flon scored 17 goals on them in the last 2 games, but have also given up 9.
Yeah. So you called it pond hockey.
Bombers will dump that puck in deep. It's an icing call. Wolves will get the face-off back in the Flin Flon zone. 16-17 to go in the opening period. We got a couple other big games in the SJHL tonight. 3 games set to go here on a Sunday, as everybody, of course, continues to watch, wondering what might happen with, of course, the January 10th deadline upon us. We've already got 1 game in the books here today. Battleford beating Nipwood in overtime 4-3. And Weyburn's beating Yorkton 3-2, so both those games have already wrapped up. They were Sunday afternoon affairs. So the Weyburn Red Wings doing the Bombers a favor. They beat Yorkton today. So Flin Flon a chance to retake second place overall if they can pick up a victory in this game. But Weyburn, look out, they're playing some good hockey as well. Could be a real fun second half of the season. Puck deep inside Ronge territory. That's knocked down the ice that time by Vitt. And it'll be an icing call again as Flin Flon will go back and touch up. We've already seen more icings in this opening period than we saw in the entire probably first couple of periods. They were absolutely flying last night. Back and forth, steady. It was fun to watch for sure, but I'm sure as a coach, it's got to be front. And again, if you're Ronge, you give up 3 shorthanded goals. That's pretty much a frustrating night in itself. One of the certainly determining factors in the game.
There's got to be some fatigue too on both sides, Rob.
Wolves win the face-off. They'll flip the puck back up the middle. I think they're trying to work on the Bomber D here tonight. A little bit of a different strategy is that they were carrying the puck up the ice a lot more. Now they're dumping it. And I think trying to go in and punish that defense. Silzer, he'll pick it up. He'll send the puck down the ice. Gets away from Holmes. Icing waved off. Lepper in there with Cassette on top of him. Try to drop it back. Cassette falling through. Knocked into the ice. Back to blue line. There's a chance out front. Knocked down here by Holmes, but gets his pocket picked by Cassette. Cassette the big body check again. Like I said, real physical player. Here comes Keith Gruner back the other way. Feeds it back. Cormier spins. Can't get the shot away. Kind of got crossed up with his own guy. Thomas will pick it up for the Wolves. Back of the goal it goes. Cameron will get it just outside. Flin Flon back to center. Tanchuk, quick pass. Here's Gruner. Trying to come back to Cormier, but Cameron not allowing him to get there. Wolves will get it back, and they'll swing that pass to center ice. Tanchuk got a piece of it. Picked up here by Ringer. Across the Ronge line. Ringer will hang on to it. Tried to throw it out front, hit a leg. Tanchuk pinches in, throws it deep. Mainz will pick it up. Around the boards it goes. Knocked down by Ringer. In the corner for Piccinino. Back out front. Semp can't pull it down. Tanchuk at the line. Hangs on. Tanchuk walks in. Shot stick save Rain Brown. Rebound control from Brown. Very good here early.
Yeah, Cole Tanchuk has had a couple of good chances, and as I always say about Cole, he's not going to get you a lot of goals, but if he puts it on the net and there's some people causing havoc in front of Graham Brown, good things are going to happen. So that's 2 good plays by Cole Tanchuk.
You can't score if you don't shoot off the face-off in the Wolves zone. Flin Flon knocked it down, held it in for the time being. There's a chance now for Semp. Semp in front of that, shoots it, save made by Brown. Rebound. Wolves able to get to it. They'll carry the puck out. Dembo to center. Poked away from him, so a good chance for Flin Flon in tight. Turner gets a hold of it. He'll rip that well over top of the plexiglass and out. 14:07 to go in the opening period. Great chance there for Cohen Semp, but Brown denying him early. Shots are 6-2 Flin Flon so far here tonight.
Real nice save by Graham Brown. Rod, remember last game before Christmas, the length of the third period lasted an hour. That was a hard one to call. It wasn't great. So hopefully we get a faster game tonight.
Puck comes to the Bomber blue line. Still scoreless, 14 minutes to go in the opening period. Here comes Piccinino for Flin Flon, quickly across the Ronge line. He'll hang on to it. Piccinino in the corner. Back to blue line for Tanchuk. Again through traffic, far on target. There's a rebound over top of the net. It goes by Semp. Brown kicked that one out perfectly to him, but Semp couldn't take advantage of it. Bombers hold it in. Schaefer gets it out front, picked up by Ringer. Nice backhand pass. Semp shoots it. Brown again. Look at the positioning. Top of the blue paint. Perfect spot for Brown to be in. And I'll tell you what, this is what he needs. A lot of shots here early to get in the game. Again, now the other end of the ice. Keeper, not a lot of work. 2 shots, and neither one of them have really been in from in tight.
No. This is how Graham Brown started the other game. He's a very good positional goalie. Not the tallest, 5'10". His partner is 6'3", Logan Falk.
Playing behind the Wolves zone. Flin Flon trying to go to work, out shooting the Wolves 8-2 early. Reed Arbery, he's pinned up in the corner. Helping him is Ewan, the former Ice Wolf. Arbery back of the net. He'll rip that around the boards. Mounier waits for it. He'll knock it down. Throws to the blue line. Intercepted here. Boucher was all over that one. He'll knock it down and throw it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Mounier carries out his check as he takes DeRozan hard to the boards. DeRozan, no, staying with it. Good work by DeRozan along the wall. He'll move it back to the right point. Shot picked up, fired out front, didn't miss by much by Frost, who I was really impressed with last night. Did get one of the two Ronge goals right off the hop. He's back, a former Weyburn Red Wing, and I think he's going to be a really good player for the Wolves down the stretch. Lees gets a hold of it, ripped out over top of the net. Ewan will get the rebound, back to Lepper at the blue line. Spins, fires, scores! That's deflected out front, I believe. Lepper with the quick release. Take a look if they can run the replay on that. This puck changes direction, Mike Slip. They're going to give Lepper credit for it right now, but if they can follow it here on the replay, you take a look at this, it looks like to me, when he gets this shot away, that it hits something. Take a look at it. See, that's deflected out front.
It looks like it. Is that Bossel up?
I thought that was Leeds.
Could be.
Take a look at that. That hit a stick. I think they may change the goal on that one. But Flin Flon on the board, no chance there for the goaltender Brown on that nice redirection. We'll go with Lepper's goal right now, but don't be surprised if that gets changed. I think Lee's got his stick on it. That would be Lepper's third of the year. We'll wait for the official announcement here. Off the face-off, the Wolves will set it down the ice. They are going to give it to Lepper, but you saw by that replay that that puck was deflected in front of the net. Bombers scoring their ninth shot of the period. They're going to give Ewan an assist. And a Bomber strike at the 6:32 mark here to take a 1-0 lead. Lepper's third. And that definitely got deflected. Less than Ice won't put it in, but it sure looked like to me that Joey Lee's got his stick on it.
Something changed direction. But that's what I say, you take a shot from the long shots. Everybody said all the shots from the outside, but if you have traffic like that, Rob, good things are going to happen.
Absolutely. Bombers try to keep the puck in. Nuka fanned on that one. DeLulo took it from him. He'll fire it back in. Out of his net. Bomber netminder will play it to the right point. Again, not a lot of work for keeper here so far tonight. Bombers get a hold of it. They'll flip it back out. Mites will knock it down just inside his blue line. The bank pass. Chipped across the Bomber line, but they'll quickly get it out again. Here's Stitton. Knocked to the ice by DeLulo. Here's Nazareth. Thought Nazareth had a good game for the Wolves last night. The former Melfort Mustang down the right side will carry it in deep. Lepper rode him out of the play. Puck is picked off, set off the glass, and picked up here by the Bomber local product Nuka. Gets a quick shot away. Brown, no problem with that one. He'll stop it, grab the rebound, and hang on. 11:29 remaining. In the opening period, a 1-0 Flin Flon lead. Luke Lepper getting credit for his third of the year, but like I said, that may in fact change. Face-off back in the Wolves zone to the left of the goaltender Brown. Big line for Flin Flon, Gruner, Cormier, Carruthers, all multi-point games last night. They got Schaefer and Tanchuk on the back end as Gruner lines up for the face-off here against Thomas. Right off the draw, Schaefer a chance. He'll fire that on target, and stick save made again by the Ice Wolf netminder Brown, who's been busy. Here's Cormier back of the goal. Cormier's got it. Gets dumped that time. Carruthers tried to pick it up, but it's Cassette that will get it for the Wolves. He starts away. Cassette will dump it in on goal. Kick to the corner that time by keeper. Cassette there to get it. Throws it back of the goal. Schaefer quickly on top of that. Feeds it ahead to Gruner. Gruner. Backhander trying to come back to Cormier. The Wolves intercept. They've got it at center ice. That's Matthews. Nice pass. Cameron walks in. He'll rip that over top of the glass and out of play. Both teams really missing the net here early. But that one, I think, got redirected somehow.
Carruthers with a big hit nearly dumped the Ice Wolf into the Bomber bench behind the play. I was wondering if it might be an interference. It wasn't.
10:53 to go, opening period. 11-2 the shot for Flin Flon. They got a 1-0 lead. Luke Lepper has scored his third of the year. Wolves win the face-off. Frost will lean into one. There's a good chance and a left pad save made here by keeper. Like I said, this Frost is the real deal. He's got the puck again inside his own blue line. Spins away that time for Piccinino. Will play that one ahead. Here's a chance now for the Wolves as they'll throw it back out front. Dembo able to get away. I think there's going to be a penalty here against Flin Flon. I think Semp's going to go for interference. But we talked about this so many times. There's good penalties and bad penalties. That's a good penalty for Flin Flon, because that's a scoring chance.
That's the second time a Bomber defenseman has tried to play the puck with his glove and missed it and caused a odd man rush, which in turn created the penalty on Cohen Semp.
So Semp will go for the interference penalty, and the Wolves will go to the power play for the first time tonight. They did get a power play. Frost got the power play goal last night, like I said early in the game. So the Laurent's power play ranked 11th in the league.
Mike Reagan not happy with the young man who tried to glove that dump in.
So the 11th ranked power play against the second ranked penalty kill. The Bomber 84% penalty kill. And like I said, 3 shorthanded goals last night. Flin Flon on it again. Trying to come back out front to Gruner. Hits a skate 3 Wolves away. Mindful Pete feed that up the left side. That's picked up there by Donkin. Donkin across the Bomber line. He'll carry it in deep. Donkin back of the net to the right point. Grabbed here by De Silva. Donkin along the wall. Carruthers can't intercept. De Silva. Dembo, top of the right circle, ripped it off the glove that time. A keeper, Bucart's got the rebound. He'll be a key for them. Dembo throws it through traffic. They try to go back to Bucart. Somebody got a stick on it, but they can't get it out. Nice job to hold the line that time by De Silva. Wolves working the puck. We'll get it out front. They score. Power play goal on the doorstep. It's Donkin. Nice setup by the Wolves. They're right back in it. That's a big answer for them, especially after giving up 3 shorthanded goals in last night's game. Big goal from Donkin. 1-1 here at the Forum.
They were moving that puck around nicely. Got it to the behind the goal line. A quick pass out in front, and Duncan was standing right there with a nice quick wrist shot. Got it away really quick, and that's the key on that one.
Donkin's 9th of the year. That'll come at the 10-16 mark. Great power play by the Wolves. Got the puck down low, got it back out front, and they've tied this game. There's Frost for the Wolves as Ronge answers the early Flin Flon goal. There's a steal by Ewan. He's got an assist in the game. Ewan quickly across the line, fired it on target. He gets tripped up as he makes his way to the front of the crease. 12th shot of the period for Flin Flon. So Donkin will get his 9th. And Bucart will get the 1 assist on that one. So the Flin Flon Bombers. And the Ronge Ice Wolves tied up at 1 as we go into a media timeout. Let's remember we're not on radio here today, so no commercials to play. So a couple games this afternoon. The Battleford Stars, like we said, in overtime. You know, the Nipawin Hawks are so close in so many of their games.
It's got to be frustrating.
And they just have a tough time finishing. Battleford led this game 2-0. Nipawin came back and tied it. Stars took the lead. Elijah Anderson, a power play marker. Then Hoynes gets one a few minutes later. But Nienabar will get the game winner in overtime as the Stars take both games this weekend from the Hawks, including a 4-3 overtime win today. Like we mentioned, great matchup between the Weyburn Red Wings and Yorkton Terriers. That's a 1-goal game as well. Weyburn winning that one by a score of 3-2. As Maharaj got the game winner on the power play today, his 8th of the year. The difference in that one. So that's a couple of big games already. But like I said, Weyburn doing Flin Flon a favor because Yorkton, like we said, 1 point ahead of Flin Flon for second overall. They're both going to be even with games after tonight.
That's a nice-looking team, the Yorkton Terriers.
Boy, that forward group is as good as anybody's in the league.
Yeah.
And his goaltending's been good. They're going to be really fun to watch. And that Weyburn team's a good team, too.
Yes, sir.
Cody Mapes has done a phenomenal job with that program, and they've gotten better every year. And certainly one of the favorites to take the whole thing this year is the Wolves. Will send that on the ice. That makes its way to keeper. He'll glove that and hang on.
Looks like the Red Wings are back in their home.
Yeah, they are playing it back at their building again.
Yeah, they had a pneumonia league, which is always scary, and had to go play in the Assiniboia for.
Apparently, beautiful facility there. I mean, if you want to be in your own rink, but Assiniboia treat them pretty well. They got a state-of-the-art facility there.
Right?
Lee's set for the face-off here against Delulu. 1-1 game, 9:19 to play. In this opening period, right off the face-off. Bombers can't clear, comes back to blue line. A quick shot on by Frost.
Bombers having a hard time getting out of their zone here, Rob.
Yeah, the defense tonight's been kind of almost in quicksand. Their feet aren't really moving that well, are they?
That perfect example right there. That puck laid there for a long time, and nobody really moved on it.
Well, you know what? This is a really big game for Laurent here tonight. It's their biggest game of the year. They need this one. 3 points behind Humboldt. The Broncos have had a tough time getting on track as well, but you know, it's only a matter of time before they start to win some games. And look at this. Dululo scores and he gets the puck out front, and the Wolves will take a 2-1 lead. The backhander goes in. Low blocker side here on keeper.
Bombers watch that one, Rob.
Yeah, they're not, hasn't been a great opening period by Flin Flon, but give the Ice Wolves credit. Dululo, that is his first of the season. like I said, it's a big game for them. You know, they win this one here tonight, could turn the rest of their season around.
Yeah, Kiss of Death is standing and watching.
So DeLulo will get his first of the season, which is surprising to me. He's such a good player. Bombers will keep it in. Stinton knocked off the play that time. Flin Flon looking for the loose puck, but Sulzer's got it. Here's Sulzer, back to the attack. Nice pass to Pizzoni, trying to beat the D-man. Lepper does get back. Plays it ahead to Stinton. Bombers throw it right up the middle. Intercepted here by Turner. He'll dump it in. That goes back to the Bomber net. Picked up here by Holmes. Holmes bites off the aggressor and plays it ahead this time to Muka. Muka will get it to center. He'll poke it back inside Ronge territory. There's the other local product, Stinton, after it. Back of the goal. Stinton loses the handle. That one knocked away that time. And the Wolves will get it back. Turner's backhander pass. Look out, that's intercepted by Tanchuk. He's going to go to the attack as he'll race across the Ronge line. Tanchuk will bring it in deep. Tied up in the corner here, trying to move it. Muka in there as well. So is Stinton. Puck is still loose. Nice job by Tanchuk. Staying on top of it, trying to flip it back out front. It goes there, but picked up here by Boucher. Boucher's got it for the Wolves. He'll skate with it quickly to center. He'll dump the puck in here for Thomas. Thomas is after it, poked away by Schaefer. And Flin Flon will try to work it up the ice. Tanchuk's pass. Look out. Nuka just gets rid of it. Cassette will intercept that. He'll hammer it back in. Bouncing puck picked up by Schaefer. Good forecheck by the Wolves here tonight. They're getting a lot of turnovers, which we didn't see as much in last night's game. They returned the puck over, not tonight. Flin Flon will get it back. Piccinino feeds it out to Gruner. His shot got blocked. Nice job that time by Cassette. Good game for him tonight. At center ice, Gruner will feed this one back to Marsden. Here's Marsden at center. Knocked away by Cameron. He'll flip this one in for Dembo. Dembo racing after it. Mounier got there just a hair ahead of him, but he turned the puck over anyway. Picked up by Cameron to the blue line. Knocked down that time by Carruthers. He'll flip it back out. This will chase De Silva back in his own zone. Icing negated. De Silva's got to pick it up, and he will. De Silva. Drop that one back to Mainz. Mainz back up the middle, hit a stick, but right on the tape that time of Donkin, who got the first Laurent goal tonight on the power play. Wasn't in last night's game. Marsden. He'll flip it over the glass. Is he going to get a penalty for that? No, they're going to say it hit the glass. It didn't directly go over. But good opening period for Laurent. You notice the shots are starting to get a little bit tighter as well, Mike. It's 12-8.
You know, this sort of happened last game too. I keep mentioning that game, but Bombers came out. They were flying. They were all over them, and then the Ice Wolves have turned it around. That's exactly what happened last time the Ice Wolves were in town in the first period.
Bombers win the face-off. That one partially blocked. It comes back to center. Another turnover, but Piccinino will get it back here for Flin Flon. Drops it back in his own zone to Lepper. Here's Lepper trying to get free at center. Bombers will chip it ahead. Caught the linesman. Puck will come out. The Bombers are offside. Wolves have it. That's Donkin. He'll dump the puck in, and he's going to race after Lepper. Puck bounced the blue line. Picked up here by Sulzer. Partially blocked in front. Flin Flon will clear it ahead. Picked up by Semp. Semp up the wing. Will dump it in. Try to get to the front of the net, but cut off that time by Frost. Frost, good-looking D-man. Made a good move there, and he'll get the puck back up the ice to Vitt. Schaefer, though, nice job to take it away from him. Here's Tanchuk. Back to center ice to Joey Lees. He had a goal in last night's game. Dropped it back. Hewitt out front. Trying to redirect that one was Arbery. There's a broken stick by Schaefer. Both guys lost sticks on the same play. Nazareth doesn't have a piece of wood either. He goes over and grabs one for the bench, though, and he ties up in front of the Flin Flon Bomber bench. You ever see both guys on the same team break a stick at the same time? We just saw it there. Wolves will get the puck back in. Arbery fanned on that one. Puck will stay in. Wolves get it back to Turner. His shot, partially blocked. Puck picked up back of the goal by Nazareth. Swings it back. The blue line just held in by Matthews. Spins and fires. That one blocked by Arbery. Wolves after it. They can taste another goal here as they're pressing deep inside the Flin Flon zone. To the blue line, it gets away from Turner. He's got to go back to center. He'll get a hold of it and dump it in. And Arbery had his stick broken as well, as Mike alluded to. Ronge in front 2-1. They're playing a nice opening period here. A bit of a slow start for them, but they've caught fire. Nazareth in the corner. Tried to flip that one back out front. They do have a call up here tonight as well for the Wolves. Trying to see if I can find him here on the sheet. I don't see a 15 listed anywhere. But they got somebody wearing that uniform. That's picked up by DeRozan. He'll flip it around the boards here from Mainz. Mainz gets a hold of it. He'll dump it right back in. Wolves again go to work here inside the Flin Flon zone, back the blue line. That one goes wide. Puck comes right out front. There's a backhander rebound. They score again. It's 3-1. Nobody picks up Boucher in front of the net. And what an opening period here for the Ronge Ice Wolves. Mike Slip, full credit for a 3-1 lead here late in the opening period.
Bombers' defense is
not playing well.
Non-existent at the moment. They were just watching again, and I know Mike Reagan won't be happy with that.
Boucher's 5th of the year, his 2nd against Flin Flon. He scored against them back in Ronge before Christmas. That comes at the 15:35 mark. So the former Battleford star, like I said, his mom and dad here watching the game tonight. Got to be happy with that one. As the Wolves will take a 3-1 lead, but remember what I said at the beginning of the broadcast tonight. Ronge is a lot better road team than they are at home.
Yeah, that's right. And they got to be angry about last night's game. So and it looks like it.
Ronge looking good here. Full marks for a 3-1 lead. Boucher gets to the front of the goal and he'll jam that one home, and the Wolves a 3-1 lead, and they got a 2-on-1 here developing as Thomas tries to get behind the D. You're probably not going to see a mass celebration out of that Ronge bench because they've had 2-goal leads before. They haven't been able to hold on, but they're playing a really good period tonight. They're pressing, and they're playing better away from the puck in this game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and they're getting to the puck, and
yeah, they're winning the puck battles.
The Bombers, the Ice Wolves seem to want it more than the Bombers at the moment. As I say, the Bombers came out pretty strong at the beginning of the period, but seem to have gotten very sluggish.
Shots are 13-12 here, Flin Flon, but it's the Wolves in front 3-1. They got a face-off in the Flin Flon zone. They're using their point men well as well. Silver's shot, that got blocked by Cormier. Nobody knows where the puck went. Must be any idea where it went? It hit him and it just kind of disappeared.
I don't know where that went.
3:42 to go in the opening period. And another face-off inside the Flin Flon zone to the right of keeper, who had a tough time in last night's game, and he hasn't had a lot of support so far tonight either. Silzer knocked it down, fires that through traffic, didn't miss by much. Picked up by Frost. Frost in the corner. Dipsy Doddle move, throws that one on target. That's a good save by keeper. Bombers will get the rebound. Here's Cormier to center. Able to fight off a big body check that time, but guess who? Cassette, boy, he loves to hit. Cormier trying to come back out front. Gruner can't get a stick on it. Cameron back the other way. Cameron flying to center ice, finally chipped away. Going to get a penalty, though. He takes Schaefer down, and he might be hurt.
He went into those boards awkwardly.
And he's holding his knee. I think he's okay. Hopefully he's going to be able to get up here. Flin Flon will go to the power play. I'll tell you what, Mike, they need a goal.
Yeah, they sure do.
Penalty going to be handed out here to Cameron. And Flin Flon will go to the power play for the first time tonight. They had one power play goal last night. Their power play ranked 4th in the league.
Our old friend Laura Carroll, you might remember Dawson Carroll, is watching tonight, she tells me. So hello, Laura, and to the family, we miss you, and have a happy new year.
Looking forward to seeing Dawson here in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
Lepper at the blue line will knock it down. Swings the pass to Ringer. Side of the goal for Semp. Back out front to Ringer. He's got it. He'll leave it there for Lepper. Lepper backhand pass picked up by Ringer. Fanned on it, but Semp will get to it anyway. Semp has got it. Feeds it back to Lepper. Lepper will hang on to it. Back to Semp. Lepper, one timer. That one off of DeLulo and wide. Flin Flon can't hold it in. It's a short-handed opportunity. DeLulo will feed it over to Buchart. Buchart flying down the wing across the bomber line, knocked away from him. Carruthers tried to get on top of it. Played it ahead, but it's Buchart that's got it. I don't know if I've seen Flin Flon win a battle for a loose puck in this game.
No, Lepper had a nice back check there.
Silzer will get a hold of it. Back down the ice it goes, on target. Keeper the stop. Bomber power play will regroup with 1:10 to go. Lepper back of his own net will kind of size things up the ice here. 2:17 remaining. Wolves in front, 3-1, looking good here early. Here's the pass to Piccinino. He'll pick it up on the fly. He'll bring it in deep. Piccinino trying to fight off a check to the blue line. Nobody there. And back down the ice it goes. Keeper. He'll come out and stop that. He better be careful because Thomas right in on Townchuk. Townchuk sees him, feeds it back to Schaefer. He had a big goal last night. Schaefer quickly across the line, hangs on, dishes it off to Piccinino. Back the blue line for Tanchuk. Looking for a lane to shoot. It doesn't seem to be one. He'll feed it back over to Cormier. Here's Tanchuk. Cormier, one-timer. That one didn't miss by much. I think Brown might have got a piece of it. Piccinino tried to work it back out front. Remember, Cormier leads the team in power play goals with 7. He's got the puck again. Leads it back to Schaefer. This is Tanchuk. Top of the circle. Cormier, back of the goal that goes Piccinino. Piccinino back out front, a shot. Puck is loose. They can't jam it in. Frost gets drilled in front. The puck is underneath him. Looked like it was there, Mike Slip, for at least the time being. The puck laying there, but
yeah, I don't know. Frost just fell on that.
I think he might have ran into his goalie.
Yeah, tripped over his goalie or tripped over somebody, but luckily he landed on the puck.
1:23 to go in the period, 12 seconds remaining in the Flin Flon power play. They go back to work here inside the Wolves zone. Piccinino, Lees, Cormier, Marsden, and Tanchuk, the power play unit. Off the face-off, Marsden can't hold it in. It comes back to center. Grabbed here by Tanchuk. He'll feed that one back to Marsden. Marsden then dropped it back to Tanchuk again. He'll take off. Power play is about set to expire. Here's Lees. Long shot, ripped over top of the net again. Cameron back on the ice. We're back to 5 aside. Piccinino knocked it down. Throws it back of the goal. Cormier will race after it. To the corner. Got stood up that time by De Silva. And now the puck picked up by Boucher, who's got the third Ice Wolf goal. Flipped it ahead. Marsden got a glove on it. Got it back to center. Here's Lees. Less than a minute to go. Throws it back in for Piccinino. De Silva back. Around the boards. Intercepted here by Stitton. Stitton back out front. Puck is there. They try to shovel it in, but Cameron takes that one away from Piccinino. Good stop here. Cameron back the other way. Here's Boucher. Boucher loses the handle. Puck comes just outside the line, and Turner will shoot it back in. Marsden has it back of the Bomber net. Over to Lepper. Lepper being watched quickly by Boucher. See, this is a different forecheck from Ronge than I've seen the last few times they played. They were giving Flin Flon way too much room in the other games. They're not doing that tonight, and it's paid off. Nice job by the coaching staff. Marsden back of the goal. He fanned on that one. And the Wolves will try to tie him up as the final few seconds of the period wind down. But I'll tell you what, we again, like you and I were kind of talking before we went to air, talking about Team Canada and their struggles. It's one thing, to finger point and say this and that's going on. Sometimes you just have to tip your hat to the opponent.
Yep.
Great road period by Ronge.
Fantastic. And we said it, Rob. They're beating the Bombers to the puck. They're working harder than the Bombers, and in getting the shots. The Bombers came out pretty strong, but some real bad mistakes getting the puck out of their zone.
The defense in particular, their feet are not moving.
No, they're not.
Let's recap the first period scoring summary before we take a break. Flin Flon did get on the board. Luke Lepper, at least his goal for now, is 3rd of the year. Rhett Ewan, the lone assist on that one at the 7:32 mark. Then 3 straight by the Wolves. They get on the power play. Tate Donkin picks up his 9th of the year. They're giving assist to Buchart and Mainz on that one. Then Vinny DeLulo, I can't believe it's 1st of the year, but it is. Ryland Silson, the big D-man, the assist on that one. And a big goal by Brett Boucher, left alone in front of the net. He will able to shovel that one in for his 5th of the year. 5th of the year, like I mentioned, 2nd against the Bombers. No assists on that one. Shots in the opening period, 15-13. And special teams are a factor already with Flin Flon 0 for 1 and Ronge 1 for 1 with the extra attacker.
Yeah, the Ice Wolves really, you called it, Rob, beautiful road game. Maybe they got a little more rest than the Bombers.
I just think they just played better on the road this year.
They're just hungrier tonight so far. But, these Bombers have come back before, being down 2 goals to this team, and I'm sure Mr. Reagan is letting them know what his thoughts are, and we'll have to see how they come out for this next period.
And I think it's a case the guys got to get their feet moving, and you can't keep turning the puck over.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've noticed a big change. The reason why Flin Flon is turning the puck over is because they're being forced to, because the way that Ronge is going down in the defense. They weren't playing this way they were getting this River Pond hockey thing going back and forth. Obviously watched some game film after last night's game and said, wait a second, you got to defend. That's part of the game too. I think very well coached by Kevin Kaminsky's crew.
Yep.
And they've thrown something different at Flin Flon tonight that they're not ready for.
That's right, and you hit it right on the head. You can't play pond hockey with this Flin Flon Bomber team. They're too fast, good shots, and It looks to me like you said, the Ice Wolves have realized it, whether it's watching film, which they probably did, or Kevin Kaminsky getting it on the chalkboard, saying, you know, this is how we got to play.
Full marks to them. Lepers got the goal for Flin Flon. Donkin, DeLulo, and Boucher have all replied for Laurent. They lead at 3-1 after one. And when the Laurent Ice Wolves lead after one period of play this year, their record is not bad, 6-2-1. When Flin Flon trails after one period of play this year, their record is not bad either at 3-1-1. So when Flin Flon's trailed after one period of play, they've actually had a pretty good record. But we'll need to play a lot better as we get ready for the next couple of periods. Wolves lead at 3-1. We'll take a break and come back with the second period on Flow TV momentarily. welcome back to Whitney Forum here as the Flin Flon Bomber coaching staff makes their way back towards the bench. And Ice Wolves out there getting ready, realizing that there is an opportunity that's presented itself. A 3-1 lead after one, and like I said, 3 points out of the final playoff spot. Wolves need to continue to play the way they played the first period, continue to forecheck, look after their own zone, and get some key saves that they got from Brown early. And the ingredients are there so far. Can they play 3 periods like this, I guess, remains to be seen.
That's it. That is the question. Excuse me. They haven't seen them do it this year yet against the Bombers, but
well, actually, the first game in there when they beat them in overtime.
That's right. You're right. Yeah.
But no question, this is a big opportunity for them here tonight. And like we said, for whatever reason, Kevin Kaminsky looking for answers as well, why they've been so much better on the road than they have been at the Mel Hegland this year. But they're playing a good hockey game here tonight. We should mention, well, hopefully he's still listening, a happy birthday going out to Alan Bollier. His birthday was January the 4th, watching from Estevan, Kenny Morcourt's grandfather. So it's a very special happy birthday to him. Kenny wanted to make sure we got that in here tonight, so I'll echo the sentiments from us as well, Alan. Hopefully life treating you well. Hopefully you had a good Christmas. Both these teams are back on the ice. They're getting ready for the second period. They won't see each other again until the final 2 regular games of the regular season now. So
yeah, Alan, you should be very proud of your grandson, Kenny Marquardt. He's a super young man. He works hard, and he's a great goaltender too. So always enjoy talking to Kenny.
We're ready for the second period. Keith Critter lining up here against the Wolves. Cole Thomas. Ronge in front, 3-1. And it should be a very interesting second period. Marsden's got it. Comes back this time to Cormier. He'll dump it in. Matthews is back there to get it. Matthews throws it right up the middle. It's going to make its way back in Flin Flon territory for Icing Call as we begin the second period here tonight. 19:44 remaining. We mentioned, of course, the other 2 games in the SJHL. Finals today. The Weyburn Red Wings snapping the Yorkton Terriers' 8-game winning streak with a 3-2 victory. And the Battleford Stars taking both from the Nipawin Hawks, including an overtime victory here earlier today, 4-3. Gold medal game, of course, between the U.S. and Finland going on tonight. Here comes Cassette quickly for the Wolves to center. His team in front, 3-1. Cassette will carry it in, tried to go wide that time. Mounier played him pretty well. Puck picked up in the corner. They come back out front. It'll make its way to the blue line. Picked up here by Silzer. Back of the goal for Cameron. Back out front. This is Frost. Frost hangs on, shoots it. Save made. Rebound kicked out front. And grabbed by Cormier. Here's Cormier to center. Beats it back to Crothers. Try to come back to Cormier. Too far. Cut off by Silzer. Silzer will throw it back of the net. Making his way back there to pick up that puck is Frost. Frost will get it out. That crossed up everybody. Lepper will come back and get it. Cassette right on top of him. Here's the pass to Semp at center. Semp down the wing, hanging on to it. Lost the handle, throws it back in the corner for Piccinino. Quickly knocked off the puck that time by Frost. Flin Flon tried to pick it up again. Cohen Semp in there deep. Knocked away, he'll bank it to the blue line. Picked up by Holmes. Dishes it off to Semp. His quick chance. Blocked in front. Wolves will get the puck to blue line, but it stays in. Now Silzer gets a hold of it, gets it back to center ice. Here's Holmes. Beats it back to Piccinino. He'll rip it in. Brown stopped that back of the net. In the corner for Silzer. Cut off by Holmes, but he couldn't knock it down cleanly. Here's a chance now for Buchart. Buchart will bring the puck in. The dangerous 20-year-old forward in the top 10 league scoring. One of the Ice Wolves' top offensive players the last couple of years as the puck is set back to center ice. De Silva there on top of it. He'll take a look at it. Swings that pass, try to come back up to, well, Buchart gets to it eventually anyway. Play got broken up and it made its way over to him. Flin Flon will chip it ahead, picked up by Muka. Muka and Ringer away. Muka flying across the line, a quick chance, a good shot used to D-man Mites as a screen. But Brown not fooled and he'll make a big save.
Really like that shot from Muka. He moved it over into the middle, and as you say, used a defenseman as a screen. It was really well set up. But another great save by our friend Graham Brown.
Face-off back inside the Wolves zone, on the right of the netminder Brown. Piccinino winding up for the face-off. Wolves have been good in the face-offs tonight. They win that one. Flin Flon will jump on it back of the goal, though. That's Wyatt Stitton. Puck knocked away. Boucher has got the third big goal for the Wolves tonight. Dumped it back into De Silva. Stinton, a body check on him. Puck grab. Wolves have it. They'll flip that off the glass. Tanchuk can't get a hold of it. Here's Perzoni. Perzoni hanging on to it. One move too many. Maybe lost a hand at the last second. Throws it back in deep for Boucher. Boucher back and go. Pancake that time by Schaefer. A nice body check here by the Bombers. Defense is going to have to play better this period. That's a good first step. Schaefer, a nice play there. Wolves do keep the puck in. Boucher still in there. Puck hopped up over his stick. Tanchuk. He'll rip that around the boards. Muka waited for it. Lost a handle. Knocked down by DeLulo. He's got a goal here tonight, his first of the year. Good pressure by the Wolves. That's Perzoni. Puck bounced the blue line. Turner couldn't hold it in. Forced back to center. Played it back to Matthews. That one goes off of Schaefer's skate. Wolves are offside. Tanchuk will pick it up and he'll start to move it ahead here for Flin Flon. Play that one back to Bassell. Tanchuk got it right back. Fed that one over to Stinton. He'll chip it in and puck will make its way back to the ice-full net. Matthews will take the pass here from his goaltender Brown. Up the right side for Vitt. Puck goes back of the Bomber net. Mounier on top of it. Puck to the blue line. Knocked down, fired on target. Rebound sitting in front of the Bomber net. The Wolves are on it. They try to come back out front. Turner after it again. He'll rip it in deep. Wolves with the edge of play so far in the second period. Silzer can't hold the line though. He's forced back to center. Fed that back to Frost. Frost, good pass to DeLulo. DeLulo headmans that one to Vitt. Ran out of room. Mounier took it from him. Mounier. Back of the net will hang on to it. Off balance, but still gets it out. Cut off by Frost. Frost forced back to his own line. Feeds that back to Silzer. Silzer. Pass, look out. Cameron will redirect that over the bench, and Kyle Schneider duck it for cover, the Ronge assistant coach. But boy, good puck pressure here by the Wolves to begin the second period tonight. Just one shot out, 16-15 in favor of Flin Flon, but Ronge, they're beating him to the battles again for the loose puck here in the second period.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rob, but Nathan Schaefer had a really nice shift there. He was working hard. He couldn't get the puck out, but he was really a good back check and some good puck pressure on the ice holes.
Wolves win another face-off outside their blue line. They do lose the puck, but it comes outside the zone. Carler's a big part of last night's game, has not been able to get on track so far tonight. The Wolves done a nice job containing him. And they've got the puck. We've got a penalty coming up against Flin Flon behind the play. Carler's is going to take a penalty. I'm assuming it's going against him as he was behind the play skating up the ice.
I think we got a boarding call, maybe.
Charging. So Carruthers for the charge, and Larange 1 for 1 in the power play. What a chance for them to really put a stranglehold on this game here tonight.
Yeah, that was a bit of a charge on the other end. The young man looked like he was shaken up, but he's okay. Bombers have to kill this one off, Rob.
They certainly do. Czechia, by the way, beat Sweden today in a shootout to win the bronze medal 3-2.
Boy, Sweden has a tough time in that tournament. Mind you, so does Canada these days.
Lately, yeah. Dembo set for the face-off here against Gruner. Picked up and fired down the ice that time by Reed Arbery. Got a great chance for the Wolves, like we mentioned. It is their second power play of the night. They are 1 for 1, and they've got the puck right now. So swing that up to Donkin, who's got the power play goal. He'll throw it in. Lepper knocked it down back of his own net. Puck is picked up here by Tanchuk. Down the ice it goes. No score, Finland, U.S., by the way, in the opening period in the gold medal game. Donkin, of course, the United States are defending gold medal champions. Here's Gruner. Puck bouncing. Can he get it to settle down? He has it along the boards. Good work by him. Gruner, a terrific penalty killer. But it's Buchard who's got the puck. Here comes Buchard. To De Silva at center. Long shot. Grabbed here by keeper. He'll get rid of it. Ringer's got a hold of it. Can't get the puck out. Nice job by Mites to hold it in. This is Dembo along the boards. Back out to the blue line. De Silva there to grab it. Leaves it there. Mites then fires, deflected. There's a good save that time by keeper. Donkin redirected it, but keeper right there to make the big save. Rebound down the ice. 51 seconds to go in the Larange power play. 14-11 to go in the second period. Wolves in front 3-1. Looking to really put a stranglehold on this game, and they come close seconds ago. Cameron down the left side, will flip it right back in. There's Piccinino. Guy all over him, but just got rid of it. Cassette in there, takes that one away from Tanchuk. Back out front, here's a chance for Frost. Fanned on it, gets it back out front. Lepper falls down, gets the puck to blue line. Silzer will keep it in. Tanchuk Tanchuk does get a hold of it this time. Down the ice it goes. Brown stops it back to the net. 18 seconds to go in the Wolf power play. Ryan Silzer to collect the puck back of the Ronge net. He'll swing the pass to Frost. Frost quickly across the Bomber line. Into Thomas. Thomas out front. They score! Cassette! It's a power play marker. And look out! The Ronge Ice Wolves have taken a 4-1 lead. What a beautiful pass out front to Cassette, the trailer. Picture perfect. And this might be Larange's night there, Mike Slip.
It sure looks like it so far, really.
2 for 2 on the power play. Look at this beautiful pass out front.
Thomas,
a good player for the Wolves all year long, and feeds that out front to Cassette. And that's going to come at the 6:32 mark. And the Ronge Ice Wolves have taken a 4-1 lead. Jacob Cassette, who's been really physical the last few times they played, has not really added much offensively. Big power play goal tonight. Flin Flon in a whole heap of trouble. Carruthers cuts across the line and once again rips that well over top of the net. 13:21 to go. But boy, big night for Larange. We talked about it. Biggest game of the year for them, and so far they've responded.
Yeah, they've come to play tonight. They really last night looked like it was a real wake-up call.
That might have been the best thing that maybe happened to them last
maybe.
night.
Sometimes that is, Rob.
Off the face-off, Marston shot that gets blocked. Chance up front for Cormier. Looked like somebody lost a stick again. They jam it up front. They score. Keith Gruner is there. He'll get the Bombers right back in it. That took a funny hop. It came right back out front. And Gruner is there. He'll bang that one home.
I believe Cormier on the assist there. It was a nice pass out front.
So Gruner will get his team-leading 16th of the year, answering the power play goal here by Cassette tonight. Yeah, you're right, Cormier. There it is. A beautiful pass out front. And nobody picked up Gruner out front. That'll come at the 6:47 mark, so the Bombers respond 15 seconds after the Cassette goal. And they needed that one. They're in it back in it 4-2 with still a lot of time on the clock. 13:06 to play in the second period. Ryder Mukin races in there. He loses the handle. That one taken away that time by DeLulo. They'll put the puck to center. Nice job by Nazareth to knock that away from Mounier. Nazareth gets drilled here by Stitt. Play continues up the ice. Mounier will move that ahead. That should be an ice against Flin Flon. It is. So 12:45 to go in the second period. A big goal by Keith Gruner. Flin Flon able to answer that power play goal here by Jacob Cassette. But Larange, nice game for them tonight. They played hard, and well, the next one in this game really big. Huge. Now. DeLulo will take the face-off here against Stinton. The Ice Wolves win another face-off. You remember a game where Flin Flon's lost as many face-offs as they've lost here tonight?
No, Rob, but they did lose some on that game before
They're
Christmas.
losing everyone tonight.
Yeah, they are.
Muka will throw it in. Stinton took a puck up high, so he skates off the ice. Here's Silzer. He's got a hold of it. He'll dump it back down the ice. Tanchuk off his shin pad will chip it ahead. DeLulo, though, right there to get it. What a game he's had.
Yeah, he seems like you mention him all the time.
Here's Schaefer for Flin Flon. He'll skate with it right up the middle. Long shot, well wide of the Larange net. That a lot on it, though, for being that far out. Puck the blue line, knocked down by Tanchuk. He'll keep it in. Here's Tanchuk's shot. Blocked in front that time by Frost. He'll get it off the glass, back down the ice. Schaefer better hurry. Donkin coming in on him. I don't think he realized that he was coming in on that fast, but he does get there first. Headman's into Piccinino. Poked it ahead to Semp. Semp tries to get a chance. He does. Able to pull the good trigger on that one. A good right pad save made by Brown. I didn't think that Semp was going to be able to get that puck. Full marks, don't forgetting it. Tanchuk in the corner. Around the boards to Semp. Semp's got it. He'll drop that one back here to Holmes. Holmes stood up that time by Frost. He saw him coming. Flin Flon will dump it in. The Wolves like to play that big body. They're very, very physical team. Semp back up front to Ronge, but tapped away. Great defensive play by Matthews. Bombers hold it in. Semp back of the goal. Pacino's whacking a stick on the ice. He wants the puck. Comes back to Lepper, though. That one redirected over top of the glass, but they said it did hit the netting, so they'll blow that one down.
A couple of huge hits in that shift, Rob. Stinton, we got somebody going off.
He took that puck up high, Stinton, so he might have to go and get stitches maybe. 4-2, Larange leads it here. It was 3-1 after one. They get a big power play goal by Cassette as he scores for the Wolves here tonight. That's his 7th of the year. And then then Gruner comes back with his team-leading 16th of the year. Cormier the assist on that one. They get Flin Flon right back in the game. Holmes Holmes, he'll knock it down. Holmes walking in a backhander. Brown there, good save.
Nice play by Holmes.
Yeah, nobody picked him up. He walked right to the front of the net.
Bombers seem to have a little more jump here in the second, although...
Well, I think that second goal's kind of perked him up a little bit.
Yeah, it sure has. Yeah, very important.
11:04 to go. Face-off inside the Wolves zone. They left to Brown. Joey Lee's in there to take the face-off here against Thomas. Wolves win another face-off, and they've got the puck. Here comes Cameron. Quickly to center. Cameron down the wing. Pokes it back to blue line. Wolves hold it in. Bombers get it back. This is Big Ewan. Ewan to center ice. Look out, he gets whacked, but he'll throw the puck in deep. Cassette's there to get it. Cassette off the boards. Puck bounces, picked up by Cameron. Cameron quickly away. Thomas kicked away from him, picked up here by Lees. Joey Lees did score last night's game, has it. Long shot. Brown stopped that. Rebound picked up here by Turner, the D-man. Up the boards to Cameron. Backhander, a good one to Cassette. He's got room. Cassette drop pass here to Thomas. Thomas skating away from Arbery nicely in the corner. Thomas working his way back out front, spins, fires. Keeper will kick that to the corner. Here's De Silva. That one got blocked by Ringer. Wolves still have it inside the Flin Flon zone. That's Cameron. Cameron along the boards. His backhander, he'll throw it in deep. De Silva trying to get to the front of the net. He ties up with Lepper. Back of the net at the midway point of the hockey game. Puck back of the Bomber net. Wolves continue to whack away with a battle. Back out front. Cameron gets a chance. A weak shot. Bodies flying everywhere. Ringer, though, will get it for Flin Flon back to center. Ringer across the line. He had a good game last night, too, but the Wolves held him at bay as well. Puck kicked back to center. Here comes De Silva. Back across the line. Feeds it over to Cassette. Quick chance. Save. Rebound right back out front. Spinning and firing on target that time is Boucher. He'll hold it in. Feeds that one back out front to Pizzoni. Bombers having a tough time getting the puck out of their own zone. Here's a pass out front. Intercepted by Marsden. And hands it to Ringer. Nice pass to Bassell. Bassell down the wing, looking for someone to give it to. Makes a couple shake and bake moves. Spins. Throws that one in back of the goal for Buka. Buka trying to get away from traffic. Left it back of the goal for Ringer. Around the boards it goes. Schaefer at the right point. Knocked it down. Schaefer. He'll keep it in. Cuts it. Good shot. Good save. As Brown will flash the leather. But that was a little bit of a better shift for Flin Flon after being kind of hemmed in their own zone. Yeah, absolutely. Nice moves by Evan Bassell. His dad's here tonight, which is nice. Schaefer's had a decent game, I think, back in the back end. And, actually, I thought he played really well last night. You know what? He's carried over nicely tonight. Yeah, he's sort of the bright spot in that back end. Keeper with some nice saves there. Roger. I don't know if Keeper can let another goal in tonight if they're going to come back and win this game. Yeah, no, I agree. Rob, your quick thoughts on the World Juniors. You mentioned... I'm glad you brought that up because it's come to my attention that after Canada lost, you denounced hockey. You said you're never going to watch hockey again. You were so upset, didn't go to work, called in sick conveniently the next day. But here you are. Explain that. But that's not true. Well, that's what I was told. I tell you though, I was disappointed. The penalties, undisciplined play. They didn't see I don't know if I agree with the coaching. They didn't practice. It just seemed like that they were never really comfortable at all. Like everything just seemed like they were on. There's a lot of pressure on them, obviously. Yeah, and you said this to me before we went on air. The rest of the world is catching up. They are, and I thought James Duffy, like I told you, I really liked watching the panels, and there's a lot of finger pointing going on, which I guess there always is anytime Canada doesn't win a tournament, but it's not the same. It's not the same as it was 6 or 7 years ago. It was always a Canada-Russia final for year after year after year, and doesn't work out that way anymore, and check the full mark for winning that. Big penalty coming up against the Wolves here as Pizzoni dumps Tanchuk along the board. So Flin Flon a chance to get back in this game with the power play here, Mike Slip. And you take a look at this Flin Flon team the last few years, and power play was almost automatic. Obviously, it hasn't been quite as effective this year. No, absolutely. But quickly back to that, the World Juniors. No Russia either, and we know that they can put a good team on the ice too. So. Well, we'll see if they're back next year. We'll see if that war's over at this time next year. It'd be nice to have Russia back in the tournament, like you mentioned. Flin Flon on the power play. Their second chance tonight. They're 0 for 1. Again, the power play ranked 4th overall at 20.1%. Here's Semp working his way out front. Can't pull the trigger. Cohen Semp, not a lot of power play goals this year, but 13 power play assists, so he's been very effective.
Cohen Sims had a decent game here.
He has. He's getting some chances, getting in tight, and that's his game. He seems to find room, but it's a shorthanded chance for Cassette, who's had a nice game tonight. Cassette across the line, toe drag. That one will go off the stick to the corner. He'll feed it right back out. And Lepper there to grab that. They had Gruner on side, couldn't hit it. Cassette there to knock that one down. And, you know, I mean, Cassette's been really good for Ronge here tonight, the 20-year-old out of Ronge. They need him to be good every night. He's been good, and a number of Ronge. I don't think Ronge has had any passengers in this game.
No, they have not. From goaltender out, you're absolutely right.
Minute 19 to go in the Flin Flon power play. Not been able to set up a good penalty kill by the Wolves here. Their penalty kill, by the way, ranked 9th, but they play Flin Flon tough. Bombers get it back to line, just held in by Lepper. Top of the circle. There's a chance by Carruthers, and he's really had a hard time hitting the net here tonight.
Yeah.
Lepper will hold it in.
Another penalty.
Somebody's got a broken stick in the corner. Who's going to get the penalty? I'm assuming Ronge, because Seth doesn't have a stick anymore.
I think it's going to Seth.
I think you might be right.
Excuse me, I didn't see what happened.
Well, he's getting the penalty. It's a slashing call that will negate the power play. So Flin Flon 0 for 2. And Ronge will be 4 on 4 for minute 6. And the Wolves, who are 2 for 2 on the power play, will get their 3rd chance in the game. So that's an undisciplined penalty in the offensive zone to take that.
You never want to take one in the offensive zone. The coaches are never, ever happy with that.
Buchart set for the face-off here against Piccinino. The Ice Wolves in front 4-2, 7:58 to go second period. Big game for Ronge, 3 points out of the final playoffs, but boy, what would a win tonight mean for them? Be interesting too, that January 10th trade deadline. It may dictate what Kevin Kaminsky does. He did tell me that before last night's game. He's waiting to see after these 2 games, which would kind of determine what he would do. Piccinino, meanwhile, across the line. Stick handling, looking for someone to give it to. He's taken out of the play, but Cormier's there. Here comes Holmes back door. Cormier, backhander. That one goes wide. Holmes in the corner trying to freeze it up there. And Flin Flon trying to work it free 4 on 4 for another minute 40 seconds, but the Wolves have it. Cameron barreling up the ice. He's got Buchart with him. Cameron across the line, throws it back out to Buchart, but a couple other Bombers have got in there already. Holmes along the wall. Buchart takes it from him. Nice job by Buchart. Buchart, stick handles, throws it to Cameron, back out front. Here comes Frost, a chance, good chance, rebound in front. Flin Flon desperately tries to clear it, they do. Wolves jump back on it again. Silzer his side of center. Lost a handle to Holmes. Holmes will dump it in and go off for a change after he had a good shift. There's Silzer. He'll get it back. Lost the handle, but he'll go back and pick it up in his own zone with Gruner, who's got the second Flin Flon goal out there to take a look at him. Frost up the right side. Duncan, power play marker for him tonight. Drop that one back. DeRozan intercepted by Carruthers. Down the ice it goes. Ronge now on the power play. And like I said, they're 2 for 2. It's their 3rd chance, 38 seconds to go. And Sills are a big part of the power play. We'll pick it up here for Ronge and start to bring it up the ice. Passes it to Frost. Frost quickly across the line. Throws it in deep. There's Schaefer around the boards. Nicely done. Back down the ice again. Brown will wait for it, but I think Sills is going to get there first. He does. He'll shovel it up the boards. Picked up by Donkin, but Carruthers got a piece of it. Forced Donkin back in his own zone. There's a stretch pass for Dimbo. Off the tip of his stick. 10 seconds remaining in the Ice Bowl power play. Schaefer after it. Nice job to knock it down again. Boy, has he been good tonight, like you mentioned. And look how quickly he skates off the ice. That'll do it for the power play. Ronge 2 for 3 tonight. Puck back in the Flin Flon zone. There's Marston back in the goal to Mounier. He'll move that quickly to Semp out of the box. Here's Cohen Semp. His side of center. Tried to feed that back up the middle. Dembo intercepted it. Chance now for Donkin, but they're going to say he's offside. Then he gets taken down here.
Well, I'll tell you
by Reed Arbery. He might be getting a penalty.
I'll tell you what happened. Marsden and the young man with the cage, what's his name? Anyhow, they were going at it behind the play, and then Marsden, I think.
Donkin is who you're thinking
Donkin,
of.
sorry, and they took exception and continued on. I think we are going to see a penalty. No.
Shots are 22-20 Wolves, by the way. Remember, at one time it was like 11-2 for Flin Flon, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. A lot of action behind the play there, which caused that little extra push.
Here's Marston. Back up to center ice. Bucha will chip it in. Ewan going to race in after this one. Ewan back of the net, left it there. Buka back out front, knocked out by Munier. Quick chance. I'm not sure who that hit, but it didn't make its way to the goalie. Here's Cassette, big power play goal for him here in the second period. Lee's in the corner. Back of the goal, there's Buka. Buka to the blue line, knocked down by Munier. His shot again wide. Lee's in there looking for the loose puck. Guys get free along the boards. Thomas has got him pinned up back up front to Buka off the glove that time of Brown. And Cassette's got it off the glass. Puck lifted back down the ice. Marsden better hurry. He's got Cameron barreling in on him, and he lost it along the boards to Thomas. Wolves work it back out front. Here's Cassette. Boy, Cassette very determined tonight. Best game I've seen him play against Flin Flon this year. Overskated that one though at the Flin Flon blue line. Here comes Munier. Dropped it back to Semp. That one got blocked again by Cassette. Here's a chance for Vitt. Vitt in by himself. Vitt will hang on to it. He'll bring it in deep. Vitt trying to fight off two Bomber defenders. He does. Wrap around attempt, and the save made here by keeper. Ronge lost the handle. Picked off this time by Nazareth. Nazareth will bring it in. 4:25 to go, second period. Ronge scratching and clawing here. Great effort on the road so far. Flin Flon back on their heels. They lose another puck battle. That's picked up that time by DeLulo. And he'll dump it in. Munier along the boards to Semp. Can't grab it. Nazareth does. Back out front, and wide open was DeLulo, but didn't get any wood on it. Nazareth loses the handle. Here comes Ronge. Three Bombers away. Pass to Semp. Ronge a second ahead of him. He'll throw it in deep. Ronge overskated it back to the net. Semp in there trying to pick it up. Nice job by Mainz as he'll flip it around the boards, but Tanchik there to pick it up out front to Ronge. And he fans on the shot. Semp along the boards with Ronge. Ronge's got it. He'll bring it to the blue line. Ronge's backhander intercepted by DeLulo. Here comes DeLulo back the other way. Left it there. And they're offside with 3:34 to play in the second period. Boy, the Wolves have just been a little bit quicker tonight.
They have. The Bombers are playing a better second period, but the Wolves haven't let up either, and again beating the puck. Coach Reagan not looking very happy on that Bomber bench.
Dembo to take the face-off against Gruner outside the Flin Flon Bomber blue line. It is a 4-2 Ronge lead. Keith Gruner's given Flin Flon a little bit of life here with a goal after they went down 4-1. Well, they definitely got to get the next one, and if they can get one late, could make it interesting here for the third period. But the Wolves are skating very hard. Buchard overskated that one. Stays with it, though. Puck kicked back across the Ronge line. There's Silzer. Donkin back to Buchard at center. Lost the handle to Schaefer, who dumped that one back here to Tanchik. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer will take off to center. Here comes Schaefer. Stick handles across the Ronge line. He'll bring it in deep. Tried to come back out front. Boy, took a good body check by Silzer. Much bigger guy. Dembo up the boards. Flin Flon try to hold it in. Puck picked up by Silzer. Down the ice it goes. Buchard waits for it. Knocked it down. Made a good move. Buchard out front. Shot. Do they get it in? No, they don't. What a save by keeper. Absolutely robbing Donkin. That could be a big save as this game looms on. Cormier tried to feed that one back out front. Hit a leg. There's Carruthers back of the goal. Back out front. Bouncing puck. Cormier knocked it down. He can't shoot it. Bombers in tight, but the Wolves have the puck. They'll skate it away. Here comes Frost. Leading the charge. Frost hangs on, ripped that one over top of the net. Wolves hold it in. Boucher will dump that in back of the net. Here's Marsden, who looks gassed to me as he brings it back to center. He is gassed. He wants to go up for a change. Arbery will knock it down the blue line. He'll fire it right back in. There's Lee's back of the net, trying to come back out front. Turner's got it pinned up along the board. Down to 2 minutes remaining in the second period. But what a big save by keeper moments ago on Donkin. That could have been lights out if the Ice Wolves would have scored there. He makes a big save to keep his team in it. And we'll see if that one looms on as this game continues here tonight, Mike. Looked like a sure goal to me, but keeper somehow able to keep that puck out at a brilliant save.
Donkin having a great game too, Rob.
They're getting guys, they're fighting the loose man in front of the net.
They are, and they're making it hard on the Bombers. They're really tying them up, it seems. The Bombers can't seem to move the puck very easily.
They win a face-off back to Semp. He'll rip that well over top of the net. Piccinino there to grab the puck back. And that's another thing. They got to start hitting on that a little bit more. Lepper dishes it off to Piccinino. Piccinino's got it. Shot, that's on target. Kicked away by Brown. Rebound. Picked up here by DeRozan. He'll quickly skate with it to center. He'll dump that puck in. Chasing down himself. Back of the goal. Beats another guy to the puck. DeRozan, good work along the boards. That one fired off the side of the Bomber net. Picked up here by Lepper. Lepper's got it. Quick pass to Ringer. Ringer back across the Laurent line. Tried to go around the D-man. Mines stayed with him. Good work by Ringer, though, down low to leave it there for Semp. He tried to come back out front. That one got intercepted. DeRozan's still out there. He'll dump it in before going off for a change. Here's Keeper back of his own net. Around the boards. Cameron waited for that one. Carruthers still came over. Knocked it away from him. Here's Carruthers. Turning it up the ice for Flin Flon. Quickly to center ice. Carruthers. Barreling across the Laurent line. Tried to throw that out front, but he found on the puck. Tied up with Mines along the boards. There's Cassette. He'll dump that one out. Flin Flon will get it right back in. That's picked up this time by Mines. Might be an icing call against the Wolves. Big face-off for Flin Flon. 33 seconds remaining in the second period. Look at the face-off back inside Laurent's territory, and they're down a pair of goals here.
We're going to see Keith Gruner out there. Is he out there? Yep, there he is. It's been interesting, though. You mentioned it, and I noticed it the last game, too. The ice was very good on face-offs.
Well, they've been really good tonight.
Yeah.
As Gruner will take the draw here against Thomas. Off the face-off, here's a chance for Flin Flon. They'll shovel that towards the front of the net, but Brown not fooled. He'll make the save and hang on with 29.8 seconds to go. Shots, by the way, dead even now at 24 apiece, but it is a 4-2 Laurent lead. A big, big power play goal by Cassette here in the second period.
Yeah, what a beauty goal that was.
This is the best game I've seen him play this year against Flin Flon anyway.
And he's a great player.
And he's been so good defensively. It's one thing to score. We always look at the stats, but you know, he's broken up a lot of passes. He's thrown timely hits. He just seems to be in the right spot. He's at a terrific game here tonight, and they're going to need him to be really good down the stretch if they're going to try and grab that final playoff spot.
Absolutely. And that Cassette is definitely leading the charge there, but the Ice Wolves are getting their stick on passes and clogging up the zone.
And they're skating very hard.
And skating hard.
But they're playing a playoff game, really. Bombers will hold it in off the face-off. There's Tanchik's chance. That got blocked. And that's sent back down the ice. It's going to make its way to Keeper. No, it won't, actually. That might be a bad icing call. I'll tell you what, Kevin Kaminsky does not like. They might bring this one back to center ice.
Kevin Kaminsky is absolutely right. That should never have been an icing call.
I think it's coming back to center, I think.
It should.
Jeez, I'm a little bit surprised by that. This will be interesting. 16 seconds to go, but that should have definitely come back to at least center. Wolves win the draw anyway, but Flin Flon does try and grab it back of the goal. That's Cormier in there looking for a little bit of room. Back of the net. Dululo lost a handle. Gruner working hard down low. Puck is along the boards. Look out. Gruner throws a bit of a whack on his guy, and that's going to do it for the second period here tonight. Frost was the guy that was down along the boards there. Another thing that Laurent has done really well tonight, they played disciplined.
Yes, they have. And as I say, they're just making it hard for the Bombers to move the puck and move their feet. They're tying them up. They're doing you said it earlier, it's a great road game for the Laurent Ice Wolves.
So the Ice Wolves outshoot the Bombers 11-9 in that second period for a two-period total of 24. The Bombers also have 24 so far in 2 periods a game, but in 2 periods here tonight. But boy, big power play goal by Cassette, timely goal, something that they haven't had as well the last 2 times they played. That's a timely goal tonight. But again, a big save there by Matthew Keeper to keep his team in it. We're looking forward to what should be a very interesting third period.
Yeah, both goalies have played well. Matthew Keeper.
I didn't think the Bombers got a lot of real good chances in tight on Brown in that second period.
Yeah.
Laurent is playing well defensively.
They sure are. They're clearing that puck out. As I say, they're just clogging up that slot area and making it very hard for the Bombers to move the puck around. Although a great pass out in front by to who scored that last goal? Cormier. That was a beautiful pass. And but they're few and far between, Rob, and the Bombers have to find a way. Game's not over. 20 minutes left, and it's only 4-2. So
We'll take a quick recap of the second period scoring summary before we take a break. Again, it was 2-1 or 3-1 Wolves after 20 minutes of play. Jacob Cassette, like we said, the big power play goal in the second period, 7th of the year from Thomas. That put them up convincingly 4-1 at 6:32. But the Bombers come back. Could be a big goal for Keith Gruner tonight, leading the charge, his 16th of the year. Cormier, like we mentioned, the great assist, a beautiful pass back to that out front at the 6:41 mark. They get Flin Flon back in it. Shots were 11-9 Wolves. They've got 24 through 2, so does Flin Flon. I got the Wolves 2 for 3 on the power play. Flin Flon 0 for 2, a big stat in this game right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be interesting. It looks like we got a little contest happening here. We got a couple of Bombers who aren't dressed. Clark and Alexander coming out to battle a couple of young Bomber fans. Something new the Bombers are trying in between periods.
Well, the Ronge Ice Wolves lead after 2 periods of play this year. Their record is 7-0, so that's a pretty good record. The Wolves have been good when they've led after 2 periods of play. We'll see if they can keep it going tonight. They're 7-0 when they lead after 2. When the Bombers trail after 2 periods of play, not a good record at 1-8-1. It may be the Wolves tonight. We'll find out what happens in the third tonight. But they lead at 4-2. A big power play goal by Jacob Cassette once again. The big difference maker here in the second period. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the third period momentarily. Bombers looking for the big comeback here tonight as they're down by 2 goals. Welcome back to Whitney Forum. It's a 4-2 Ronge lead after 40 minutes of play. Shots are dead even at 24 apiece. And it was a big power play goal by Jacob Cassette and a big goal by Keith Gruner as well. So if you're Flin Flon, I mean, you want to obviously come out and press, but you got to be really careful not to alienate your own side of the rink.
That's right.
Then have Ronge come down and take advantage of a turnover. So for Flin Flon, I think, let's repeat. You're talking about Team Canada. Let's repeat what they said the last broadcast when they were down. Try and get a goal in the first 10 minutes. You start with that, and then you try to get another one after that. But one thing's for sure, Matthew Keeper could not let in another goal tonight if Flin Flon's going to come back and win this game. That I can tell you.
I agree with you there, Rob. I thought the Bombers played a better second period.
At times.
But Ronge played the same, which was very good.
Ronge is just skating really well tonight, and like I said, kudos to the coaching staff because they've changed things up. They realized going back and forth line, Flin Flon to skate up the ice wasn't going to work. You got to do some defensive play. They forecheck really well tonight. They're winning a lot of the loose puck battles. They're winning the majority of the face-offs.
Yeah.
And when Brown's been called upon to make saves, he's done it. They got a lot. They're doing a lot of the little things within the game well. And again, I was talking with some of the fans here in the second intermission. They said they kind of echo what you and I said. They've done this at times. It's a consistency problem with them.
Yeah.
But at least so far tonight, they've been able to find their groove here.
What you just described, Rob, is a perfect road game, and that's what the Ronge Ice Wolves are playing.
And they've been good on the road, like we mentioned. We'll see what happens as we're underway here in the third period. Matthews will rip that one inside the Flin Flon zone. Cassette has been a big player for Ronge. So he gets a hold of it, rips it off the side of the net. That's gloved and held on to here by Matthew Keeper, who was in between the pipes last night, picked up his 10th straight victory of the year. Ice Wolves got to him early in that game as well. The problem is, Flin Flon came back with an offensive onslaught that I haven't seen, including 3 shorthanded goals in last night's game.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Well, the Ice Wolf power play, it's been good tonight too. There's a puck, another chance. They fire that one in. The Ice Wolves 2 for 3 on the power play tonight as well.
They're winning the face-offs.
They're winning every aspect of the game.
Yeah.
And when that happens, chances are you're going to get the outcome that you're looking for.
I heard somebody talking about how important the face-offs are, and the way they described it, they're absolutely right. You're just getting the puck and keeping the puck away from the other team when you win that face-off.
Bombers push this one back to center. This is Cormier. He's got it as he'll skate across the Ronge line. He hangs on that one. Got blocked. Cormier gets his own rebound, spins and fires. Good save there by Brown. And again, you look at his positioning, perfect at the top of the blue paint like we mentioned. And he'll grab that one off the shoulder and hang on again this afternoon. The Weyburn Red Wings snapping the Yorkton Terriers' 8-game winning streak, giving the Bombers a bit of a favor, at least for the time being. Yorkton leading Flin Flon by 1 point for second overall. Wings win 3-2. Maharaj had the game winner today. But in Battleford, a big victory as well. Held off Nipawin 4-3. Hawks, of course, here for the final time on Wednesday. Got to feel they're due to beat Flin Flon sooner or later, and they've been coming closer the last few games. They've definitely improved the last couple months. Expecting to have them a pretty good attack. Here's Cassette across the line, gets a good opportunity again, just missed over top of the net. Carruthers not sure where it is. Puck is picked up here by Dembo off the side of the Bomber net. Carruthers can't lift it out, pinned up along the boards. Boy, he was so good, 6 points last night, but Ronge has had definitely held him at bay tonight. Wolves dump it in. There's Holmes after it, back that kind of fanned on it. Lepper got it back, fed it back to Holmes. Not sure what he was doing there, but he completely missed the puck. Picked up by Lepper, back of his own net. Nice job to push it up the board here to Piccinino. He'll flip that one back to Ringer. Ringer has it at center. Throws it back inside the Wolves zone. Took a bit of a hop, but nice job that time by Mainz, but Piccinino on top of him. Puck comes back to center. Piccinino will come back and grab it outside the Ice Wolf blue line. Piccinino across the line, tried to get to the front of that, but Mainz poked it away. But Piccinino finds a way to get it back to blue line to Schaefer. His shot misses. Buchart lost the handle on the boards. Ties up here with Ringer. Ringer trying to get a stick free. Semp in there as well, digging away. Trying to get it back to blue line. It does come out. Tanchik will get a hold of it. He'll shovel it back in. Brown waits for it back, and then he'll leave it there. Shovels that to Mainz. Off the boards, puck skips to the Bomber side of center. Schaefer feeds it back in his own zone. There's Tanchik. That one gets picked off at the Laurent blue line. They'll get it back to Duncan. Duncan across the line. He's been good tonight. Feeds it back out front. Here's Matthews walking in. Look out, that just missed. Puck laid behind the goalie. I think that crossed the line.
Referee says no.
The light never went on, but I'm telling you right now that that puck bounced across the line here. I don't know if we'll get a replay on that. Boy, Flin Flon going to get a real big favor here. We'll see what happens here. Let's take a look at this here.
Ooh.
That looked like, I don't know if it's completely across the line, but at least it's tough to tell.
Killer thinks it was.
They want the guys to go and talk to the referees about this.
They can't look at the.
Yeah, you don't have that. You don't have that luxury in this league. You think we'll ever get to video review in this league at one point?
It's got to be expensive. You know, you got to have the camera angles, and you know, we know how much the cameras cost. They're going to talk to the goal judge.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
really their only recourse.
Yeah. They're going to call the goal judge out, and I think he's going to say it wasn't completely a call. There he goes.
Yeah.
Kevin Kaminski said he's looking up at the score clock. He does not agree with this. But again, you can't use video. I don't think you can use video review in this league.
You can't. Killer, you can't. Killer wants him to look.
Well, sure he does, because it's a goal. I mean, it looked like it was in. But I mean, the goal judge has got a lot better vantage point than I do.
Well, and that being said, Rob, it's
got to be completely across the line.
It looked to me like it was too, but you know the angles you have. Let's not forget my Calgary Flames.
Who cares about them?
I do.
Nobody else?
They won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, 40 years ago.
No, they won.
Anyway, what's your point about the Flames, Mike? I can hardly wait. What point are you making?
Well, the puck was in, but the angle.
Oh, you're talking about that Tampa Bay Lightning series in the finals. You're right. Reed Arbery skates the front. You're right. I forgot about that.
But from different angles, it didn't look like it.
Fair enough. Mounier is forced back inside his own zone. He'll drop that back to Marston, so it stays 4-2 Flin Flon. 17-13 to go. Direct off the glass, go to play.
As a Flames fan, you never forget that, Rob.
No, and now you mentioned it.
And you always bring it up.
And that was against Habby Bullen and the Lightning, and Tampa Bay, of course, went on to win the Stanley Cup.
And the next year was...
Has Calgary made the playoffs since then? There's a question.
Yeah, but not very well. After that was a lockout. In the following season, that's when they brought in the video review.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, there's video review. It's very interesting, but they're deciding where the face-off's going to go. Outside the Flin Flon, outside the Flin Flon Bomber blue line. Joey Lee's going over a little instruction here at Lepper. He'll line up for the draw. They never did put number 15 for Ronge on the sheet here tonight. I apologize. I'm not sure who it is. They've not written him on the roster here. Anyway, the puck is set back inside the Flin Flon zone. Lepper after it. Pinned up there, trying to work his way free. But one thing about Ronge, and I'm impressed by, is they have not let up in this game. And they come out and they played, like we said, a very, very dominant road game so far. But again, it's a very important 2 points for them. Wolves dump it in. It'll be an icing call. They'll blow that down with 16:45 to go.
Waylon Gardipi is the number 15, Rob. I'm just looking online.
Okay.
Waylon, Gardipy.
Would that be maybe Gardipi?
Gardipi, maybe. You're better at that.
I'm glad you found it. They didn't find the need to put it on our sheets here tonight.
Maybe it was a late ad.
That's out front. There's a nice chance by Cormier. Good left pad save that time, Brown. And look out. Finland leads the United States 3-1 here.
Wow.
In the gold medal game. That one, still a lot of hockey to go. 14 and a half minutes in the second period. But Team Finland leading the U.S. 3-1. Wouldn't that be a big upset if that one holds up?
Finland beating Sweden was an upset.
It wouldn't go that far. Face off inside the Wolves zone. Flin Flon after the puck. I mean, I think those two teams are pretty close, but
Sweden with a lot of NHL draft picks.
There's a chance. The blue line. Tachik a chance. He just ripped that one wide and it glanced over the right shoulder that time of Brown. Flin Flon trying to get back in the game. Still plenty of time left. 16 minutes remaining in this third period. Wolves in front 4-2. Silzer after that one. He'll dump it right back in. Picked up by Schaefer back of the goal. He'll send it up the ice here. Cormier's got it at center. Cormier had a little trouble finding the puck. It was in his legs. He couldn't find it. Gruner goes over there to get it. Gruner has a goal here tonight. What a weekend he's had. 3 in the past 2 games. Leads Flin Flon now with 16. Bombers will dump it in. There's Frost. Frost jumped on that one. Played that one ahead. They flip it off the puck. It's grabbed here by Muka. He'll send it right back in. Silzer races after. I don't think you're going to see Silzer leave the puck much, leave the ice much here in this third period. Muka took a stick out of his hands, though. Good play here by Muka in the corner. Gruner back out the blue line. Knocked away by Marsden. Tried to get the shot away, but rolled off his stick. Bounier gets it. He'll send it back in. Brown, the easy save, leaves it there for Frost. Frost will turn it back up the ice. He gets tripped up here. Penalty going to be called against Ryder Muka, who might not have got him really cleanly, but it was in a very good vicinity. And I don't know if Muka actually got the stick down to trip him. I think that he lost an edge here. We'll take a look at it. That's a tough one, right?
Yeah, close.
Anyway, the Ice Wolves back on the power play. They've been very potent tonight, 2 for 3, and boy, again, for Flin Flon, really obviously a big penalty kill for them.
You know, back to the World Juniors, where the Scandinavian teams have really beat North American teams is in goaltending.
Yeah, we just don't seem to have those real studs like we used to have.
Fleury, Price.
How about all the goalies that came out of Quebec throughout the years?
Yes.
Mainz will hold it in. He gets it back to De Silva. Ice Wolves a really good chance here to take a stranglehold back on the power play. They've been very good tonight. Flin Flon's got the puck, though. Cohen will send it the length of the ice. That's stopped here by the Ice Wolf netminder Brown, and it's picked up back of the goal this time by DeLulo. Minute and a half to go in the power play. Just under 15 minutes remaining in the third period. Ice Wolves in front by 2. Dembo dumps it in. There's Piccinino in the corner. Piccinino try to tie it up. Boy, talk about a guy that never stops skating is Piccinino.
Yeah.
De Silva, though, will hold it in. Top of the right circle. Dembo, they come back out front. De Silva again. Back to Dembo. He'll knock it down. Feeds it through traffic. Intercepted Tanchuk. And the veteran D-man will send it to length of the ice. The Bombers will make a wholesale change here. And De Silva will pick it up back to the Ronge goal. A minute to go in the power play. Here's De Silva. Swings the pass to Cameron at center. Cameron down the left side across the Bomber line. Cameron carrying the puck in. Throws it back out front. There's a chance. Frost, and he ripped that one, and I'm not sure if keeper got a piece of it or not. But it hits the glass. It goes out of play, and this Frost is a heck of a good-looking D-man for them, and that's almost like them making a trade, them getting him back from injury. And I was impressed with him last night. And I'll tell you what, he looks pretty good again tonight, doesn't he?
Sure does, yeah.
Very good skater.
Yeah, I noticed that early. He's
never coughs the puck up much either, and it comes right back to Frost. He'll take a look, fakes the shot, flips over to Cameron. He ripped that one and hit, I think, Thomas in front of the net that time. They had him in front, obviously, for the screen. It redirects off him and goes wide. Thomas will grab it in the corner. Silzer at the blue line. Feeds it back to Frost, back out front. Great play, Carruthers to knock it down. Down the ice it goes, 25 seconds remaining. In the Ronge power play, 13 and a half in this third period. Wolves have it, Frost. Quick pass over to Cameron, he'll dump it in. Tanchuk races back, Silzer on top of him. Tanchuk trying to freeze it up. Dug free by Cassette. Cassette's got a power play goal here tonight. He's got the puck right now as well. Throws it back in the back of the net for Thomas. Thomas will hang on to it. Thomas works it back to the corner. Grabbed by Cassette. Cassette. De Silva, penalty is over. Shoots it out front. Look out. Good save. Keeper somehow saw it with Cassette out front. Bombers do kill the power play. But the Wolves, some good chances.
Yeah, the keeper a little shaken. Maybe just, but a great save. He had to fight through a lot of traffic. And the Bombers have to stay out of the penalty box because they need to be in the other end more. Although last night they got 3 short-handed goals. Not going to happen tonight, I don't think.
13:05 remaining. Back to 5 aside. Flin Flon needs 2 to tie it. Cohen Semp. Center ice for Ringer. He'll chip it in. There's Brown out of his own net. Play to the corner. Semp on top of that. Back of the goal. Piccinino up front, but nobody there but blue jerseys. And Nazarick will take the pass to center. Nazarick gets a step on Marsden. Nazarick cutting in out front. He had a great chance there. Goes through the legs that time. A Vitt. Flin Flon back the other way. This is Semp down the wing. Out front. Oh, he had a wide open pitch. And he scores! He didn't get it cleanly the first time, but he hangs on. And he rips it home. And that's the game of hockey. Mike Slepp. Wolves within a hair of taking a 5-2 lead. Vic just makes the pass. Cohen Semp right back down the ice. They take advantage. Boy, well, here's the play right here. Cohen Semp, a terrific move at the blue line. He hangs onto it. Look at the nice patience up front. Piccinino fans on it, gets it right back. But game of inches, right?
Yeah, he missed that one. And
great play by Semp. You mentioned his play earlier.
Cohen Semp has had a nice game, a nice goal.
Made a heck of a pass there. And Piccinino has given the Bombers life once again as he will score. And the Bombers have pulled within one. So Anthony Piccinino will get his 6th of the year. And Cohen Semp will get 1 assist for sure as the puck is pushed back down the ice. Lepper will race after it. Lepper with Gardapi on top of him. Gardapi staying with him all the way. Look at this, a nice back check by him as the Bombers will dump it in. There's De Silva. Bitten up by Cormier. This should give the Bombers a little bit of a jump in their step as they come back to make it a 1-goal game. Lepper grabbed it at his blue line. Almost got tripped up there by Perzoni. He'll dump it back in. There's De Silva. Up the boards. Cormier couldn't knock it down. Look out, here comes Perzoni. Almost had the D-man beat. He'll knock Townchuk down. And play continues. Cormier tried to chip that ahead to Gruner, but broken up here by Frost. Frost beats it to Cassette, who's right back on the ice. Here's Boucher. Back out front to Cassette. Look out, bouncing puck. He was there. Boucher will hold it in. That hit a skate. Somebody's lost a stick out there. Meanwhile, the puck picked up back to the Bomber net here by Townchuk. So we talked about getting that first goal in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah,
they've done that.
They did it, yeah.
Here comes Joey Lees, zigzagging to center. Feeds that back to Arbery. He'll dump it in deep. Lees after it, can't get a stick on it. Here's Cassette. Cassette feeds it back perfectly to Silzer at center. On the attack to Thomas across the line, puck whacked away from him. Rolls back deep in the Flin Flon zone. There's Arbery. Feeds it over to Marsden. Marsden will lift this one ahead. Ewan waited for it. Ewan, haven't seen him for a while. He'll dump that one in deep. Tries to chase down Cassette. Silzer after it, and he'll get it out of harm's way back to center ice. Flin Flon back on top of it. This is Luke Lepper. Lepper has it. Oh, feeds it back to Mooney. A little trouble handling it. He'll pick it up. Nobody inside the zone, so he'll move it ahead. Here's a loose puck up the middle for Lees, but grabbed here by Frost. Frost had a little trouble handling it. Good job by Lees to stay with him. Wolves get the puck the right point. Flin Flon holds it in. Chance for Lees out front. Fanned on it. Then he throws the pass out front. Nobody there. Here's Cassette. Banked it off the boards. Lepper grabbed it at center. Luke Lepper runs into his own guy. Coughs the puck up. Here's Dembo on the attack. Dembo down the wing. But Holmes back to take care of that. He fans on it as well. Great job this time. That's Donkin to take it away. Back to blue line. Shot kicked out that time by keeper. Rebound picked up by Bassell. Center ice. Stitton's got it. Good to see him back on the ice. He'll get a hold of it. Shot from the off wing. That one goes wide. Of course, we saw him leave after he got hit with that puck. His first shift since that happened. Wolves dump it in. Icing negated. Nuka will have to play it. 9:48 remaining, third period, a 1-goal game. The Bombers have scored to make it a 1-goal game with Piccinino picking up a goal moments ago on a terrific feed from Semp. They're offside as Muka brings that one in, but Flin Flon getting the big goal, like we said, the first 10 minutes was key for them, and they score that goal after a missed chance by the Wolves just seconds before.
Immediate timeout, Rob. The Bombers lucky to be as close as they are, I think.
Yeah, they are, because they've been certainly back on their heels for
They've been
a good chunk
outplayed.
of the game.
They've been outplayed. Really nice goal by Semp to Piccinino to get it to 4-3.
So they still got some life, still a good chunk of time on the clock, 9:40 remaining. Piccinino's 7th of the year, like I mentioned. They give in Marston, by the way, the second assist on that one. That came at the 7:26 mark. So Marston will pick up the second assist. It's Semp. And Marston assisting on the nice feed to Piccinino up front, who buries his 7th of the year. Let's see what happens here in the final 9.5. We mentioned, of course, the big gold medal game tonight. Finland, huge underdogs against the United States, but like I've said many times before, anything can happen in one game. That's why I like a best-of-7 series. You can't say somebody got lucky 4 times. You know, the better team wins, right? One game, anything can happen. So Finland up 3-1 with about 8.5 minutes remaining in the second period. 4-3, LaRange leads it here. Nazareth, here's a chance for 2-on-1. Vitt, who had that great chance earlier, will get it in deep this time. That's picked up back of the goal by DeLulo. DeLulo got his first of the year earlier tonight. Throws it back out front. Here's a chance, a backhander on target. Keeper down, he'll make the save. He robbed Vitt again. Vitt alone gets another great chance and a big save here by keeper, who's made some big stops here to keep his team in it.
Don't know where the defense was there.
Nazareth has got it, and he beats the D-man again. Nazareth will carry it in, back of the net. Went right around Mounier. Mounier, though, stood up with him and took him to the corner. You're right, he beat the defense, but keeper, a nice big save there. Here's Semp. Nice pass to Ringer. Across the line, feeds it back. Piccinino. Fans on it, gets it back, and he ripped that on target. Brown the save. Piccinino trying to tie up this game. Here's Ringer to the front of that. He spins and fires. Scores! Off the post and in! Ryder Ringer untouched out front. And the Bombers have tied this game at 4. Ringer's been kind of silent offensively. We've noticed him with his great play along the boards. Look at the replay here. Walks right out front. One of the few times the Ice Wolves' feet weren't moving, and it cost him a goal, Mike Slip.
Really, he's got such a hard shot, and just moved it out in front, used the traffic in front like we always talk about.
15th of the year for Ringer.
We got a hockey game, Rob.
The Bombers have come back to tie it. There's still plenty of time on the clock. 8.5 minutes to go. The Wolves throw it back out front. There's Cassette looking for the loose puck. He'll pick it up. Cassette back of the net. Back out front. The puck is going to make its way to the line, but held in here by Silzer. Spins and fires, blocked by Mounier. Unassisted goal here, they announce. Puck bouncing inside the Flin Flon zone. You don't want to give that right back if you can. Wolves working hard, though. There's Thomas. He's held up. Marston has it. Played that one ahead, but the pass intercepted at center by Silzer. They'll fire it right back in. How about those saves from keeper now?
Yeah, big.
Gruner along the boards, tried to get the puck out. Puck comes back out front, grabbed by Marsden. Moves it ahead to Cormier. Cormier to center, will rip it back in. There's Keith Gruner. He got a goal back in the second period. Carruthers back of that, been quiet tonight. Carruthers tried to come back out front. Pass redirects to the corner. There's Cormier. Back of the goal for Carruthers. Puck is laying there. Gruner tripped up. No penalty call. Fans won't like that.
Oh, Mike Reagan does not like that.
Is he ever upset as he's getting at it? It's an icing call against the Wolves. 7:17 to go here. The big thing, though, the Flin Flon Bombers have tied it. Ryder Ringer, what a year he's having. 15th of the year unassisted, and like I said, it's so interesting on that play. LaRange has done such a nice job here tonight with their feet moving. The one time they're not moving, they give up a goal.
That's right, exactly right.
Let's see what happens here. The final 7:17. Face-off in the Wolves zone, the right of Brown. Joey Lees wins the face-off, but Ewan can't get it through. That's blocked, sent back down the ice. Icing is negated. Lepper back to get it. That's a guy. See, they send the guy in all the time. They weren't doing this the last few times they played. Lepper back to center. It's been a really good game plan. Another broken stick out there tonight, Mike Slip. Who's paying for all these?
I don't know, but I noticed that the SHL is looking for a new stick supplier.
You might have to go out and sell some more tickets. Here's Boucher back across the Bomber line. Boucher hangs on. He got a goal earlier tonight. I've never seen as many broken sticks as I have this year. We had a guy on each team break one at the same time tonight, remember?
That's right.
Wolves trying to retake the lead here. They get the puck inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Arbery. Arbery can't get free. A couple Wolves jam up on him, including Dembo. They've also got Pelazzoni on top of it. He comes back to blue line, but Flin Flon has it. Here's Tanchuk to Lees. Across the LaRange line. Lees hangs on, fires that on target. Kicked away by Brown. Rebound sent back down the ice. Icing called, 6:13 to play. Chance there for the Bombers to get some fresh legs out there. Wolves will have to keep the same guys on the ice.
Really, really good work by Reed Arbery to fight for that puck on the half board there, and he was able to get it and get it out and get the break to the net.
6:13 to play the third period. It's 4-4. Shots are 32-31 Flin Flon. They were down a pair of goals. As Mike Slip checks his 50-50 ticket, he's already won twice this year. I guess twice not enough for him. Continues to buy tickets, but it supports the club. Mounier in the blue line. His quick shots, didn't miss by much. Low stick side. Collision in front of the net here between Semp and Silzer. Not sure what happened. I just saw Silzer go down. Ronge bench is looking. Now we got Dembo down at center ice here. Mike, did you see what happened there?
No, I didn't see either of them.
Both of them are holding their face. I wonder if it was high sticks.
It looks like Silzer for sure.
Well, I was watching that. I just saw him and Semp collide in front of the net. And Kevin Kaminsky wants a penalty call. I didn't see it. Something happened. Semp and they collided in front of the net, and then it was Semp and Silzer.
Yep.
And then Dembo, something happened.
I didn't see what happened to Dembo.
Silzer right back out there as the puck will come back here to Schaefer. Looking for a lane to shoot it. That's a rep, but Brown can see it all the way. He'll reach out and grab that with 5:42 to go.
You said it. Silzer doesn't sit down for long.
No, I mean, he must play, what, over 40 minutes a game easy.
Yeah.
Keith Gruner will take the face-off once again. Lining up against Thomas. Bombers fighting back from a 2-goal deficit here in the third period. A little bit more determined Ronge team tonight, though. Cormier tried to slide that out front to Carruthers. Carruthers along the boards, trying to freeze it up there, poked it free to Cormier. Gruner in the corner, he'll go after. You notice the Wolves are really starting to bring up the physical play as well here in this third period. Trying to take away that time and space for a lot of these skilled players. Puck hits the official, goes to the corner, grabbed here by Gruner. Rolled away from him, but he'll get it back. Nice job by Gruner. That one hits a stick over the glass and out of play. 5:11 remaining here in the hockey game. Fans being treated to another good one between these two clubs. Don't forget, after the game, going to be a skate with the Bombers plus an autograph session. Mike Slips brought his hockey pennant. He wants to get the guys to sign it for him.
I'm thinking of putting on the pads.
Oh, really?
Going in net, yeah.
Now, that would be interesting. Have you ever skated before?
I was a goalie. Then the arena in my hometown burned down.
Oh, okay. So you actually have played then?
And I've coached hockey, Rob.
Now, what I asked you, have you played?
I have.
Wow, never knew that. Did you know fact here tonight? You're not pulling my leg, right?
Was I any good? No.
Okay, here's Holmes to center. Neither was I as he skates up the right side, dropped it back to Arbery. Spins! Rips that one wide. Ewan will pick it up. He'll drop it back in, back of the goal. Arbery after it. Battling there with Turner. They get it out front. There's a chance. Brown, the first save. Rebound kicked out. Leopard left the rip. Ewan loses his helmet. He's got to get off the ice here. He got drilled in front of the net.
He nearly got that puck, too.
You stand in front of the net, expect to get hit, and that's what happened there. Piccinino will feed it back to Leper. Flin Flon comes close. They'll feed it back to center ice. Nice pass to Piccinino. The spark plug takes off. Piccinino races inside the Ice Wolves zone. He gets knocked down the corner. Of course, he's got a big goal for Flin Flon here in this third period. Gave them some life with his third. Oh, almost cost up. Schaefer almost lost that one. There's a pass up the middle. Piccinino breaking in. Piccinino backhander. Oh, he can't get it to go. I don't know if it hit Brown's pad or not, but a great chance there. Sim spins, just misses. Piccinino gets in behind the D and just puts it over the right pad.
Got a high stick now. He's going to call it.
Matthews takes a high stick. A penalty coming up against Flin Flon late here with 3:55 to go. What a chance by Anthony Piccinino there, Mike Slip. He's going to take the penalty.
Yeah, here's...
Got to have control of your stick at all times. But here's that great opportunity. Made a really nifty move there, although if you take a look at that, Brown really had the bottom end of the net covered pretty well, didn't he?
Here's the penalty.
There's a stick right there.
Yeah, it was up.
Wonder if Flin Flon's going to call a timeout here or not. Look like they might. Great chance here for the Wolves. 2 for 4 on the power play. Opportunity number 5 with just under 4 minutes remaining here in this third period. Puck kicked away by keeper right to the corner. Gruner after it, can't clear it out. Flin Flon after it. There's Tanchuk. He'll set it down the ice, and here comes Carruthers barreling after it. Brown out of his own net, played it nicely around the boards to Mainz. Here's Mainz. Back up the middle, broken up by Tanchuk. Nice job by the veteran Bomber D-man. Mainz will grab it again in his own zone. Feeds that one back over to De Silva. And De Silva will size things up back of his own net. Now he'll take off. Feeds it back to Dembo at center around the boards. Ripped it inside the Flin Flon zone. Tanchuk can't pick it up. Wolves have it along the boards. They swing it out front. Dembo a chance. Look out. Redirection. What a save. Matthew Keeper again. Highway robbery. Mike Slip on his phone calling the cops after that stop.
What a play.
Matthew Keeper down. Another big save by him. Look at this replay tonight. The beautiful redirection out front. That probably goes in a lot of NHL goalies, but keeper stopped that one, donking the big chance, and a game saver for sure.
Yeah, that's what Mike Reagan always talks about with goaltenders.
Wolves on it again. Boy, they've been really good on the power play here tonight, have they not? Lepper after it, just gets it out. Mainz will knock it down as he throws it back to Laurent's blue line. Here's the stretch pass for Dembo. That's turned over. Look how Cormier is hitting Semp with it. Puck will roll back inside the Wolves zone. Minute to go in the power play. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the hockey game. 4-4 here. Good matchup between the Bombers and Wolves tonight. Best game we've seen between these two teams since opening night, way back in September to begin the season. Flin Flon will dump it back down the ice. Silzer this time will give chase. 44 seconds, both teams making changes. And Silzer has it back in the Ronge net. Wouldn't be surprised if he plays the final 2.5 minutes. He'll feed it ahead to a cassette. Down the wall here, that's picked up. You know what I'm just thinking? Have you seen Buchard here in the third period?
No, I have not. You're absolutely right, Rob.
You're thinking on this power play here, and I'm looking. I have not seen Buchard take a shift here in the third period tonight.
No.
Very interesting. You know, they like to have him out there for the power play. I'm wondering if he's even on the bench. Yeah, he's on the bench there. I can see him. He's standing right in front of Kevin Kaminski. I haven't noticed him here in the third period at all.
You haven't mentioned him, that's for sure.
But he's right there, 13, standing in front of Kaminski. Off the face-off inside the Wolves zone. Great chance for Flin Flon as the power play winds down, but still 20 seconds to go. Wolves get it back to center. That's Cassette. What a game he's had. Throws it in deep. Puck comes out front. Look out. It's laying there. Tanchuk will get a hold of it. Tanchuk, nice job to get that out. Great effort by him. Silzer back to get it. Just 5 seconds to go in the power play. Feeds it ahead to Cassette. He's across the line. That one gets blocked here by Holmes. He's going to turn it up the ice. We're back to 5 aside. Piccinino back out there. He'll take the drop pass. Piccinino out front. Puck land there. Oh, fired wide that time by Semp. Goalie loses his stick here. Piccinino loses an edge, and now the puck is picked up and sent back inside the Flin Flon zone.
Wow.
A minute and a half to go. Great action here and a great chance for Piccinino again. Already a goal here in the third period. He's had a couple golden opportunities to put his team in front. And they've got the puck back at the Bomber net. A minute 24 remaining. This is Luke Lepper. Lepper to center. He'll send it in deep. There's De Silva around the boards. Piccinino knocked it down. Piccinino back of the goal, fighting off a check. Piccinino looking for a late out front. Fanning on it. There's Schaefer a chance. Big save, rebound. And Ringer can't get there. Wolves drastically try to clear. Tanchuk will hold it in. Tanchuk at the blue line has it go past him. Puck will roll to the Bomber line at Schaefer. Less than a minute remaining. Bombers tap it ahead. Wolves get it back. This is Turner. He'll bring it to center. Fires it inside the Flin Flon zone. Schaefer there to get it. Quickly off the boards and gets it back down the ice. Mainz on his side of center. He'll flip it back in. 37 seconds. Tanchuk better hurry. Almost lost it. Bombers push it back up the boards. Look out, Cormier can't get to it.
Offside.
But it comes outside. There's Buchard there as he picked it up. But like you mentioned, they're offside with 29.8 seconds to go. Boy, mad finish here. The great play out front. The puck laying there. And it's fired wide again by Anthony Piccinino. Ringer also had a good chance there as well in tight.
The Bombers, where was that all night? This second half of this period.
Here's a chance now for Carruthers racing across the line. Poked away from him, picked up by Cormier. 22 seconds remaining. The Bombers will press. Here's Luke Lepper. Lepper try to come back out front. That's grabbed here by Dembo. He sends the pass over to Donkin. Donkin throws it back to center. 10 seconds to go. Cormier has to hurry. He'll dump it back in, but there's Mainz. Mainz will get to it. Played it ahead. Look out. Here's a chance now for Buchard. Great play by Lepper to knock that one away. Buchard touches up, but we're going to get overtime for the second time this year between these two clubs.
Yeah, it's, Matthew Keeper, a coach, and I've heard Mike Reagan say this many times, we don't need to have him make all the saves, but we need him to keep us in the game, and that's exactly what Matthew Keeper has done here tonight.
So the Wolves get 9 shots in that third period, and they have 33 through regulation. The Bombers get 13. They got 37 through regulation, but the two big goals, we mentioned getting that first goal in the first 10 minutes. They do that. A big goal by Anthony Piccinino, his 7th of the year. Semp and The Flin Flon Bomber defenseman Marsden assisting on that one at 7:16. Then at 13:32, Ronge able to get a chance in front. He'll get his 50th of the year unassisted. Again, it's funny, Ronge has played such a good game. We keep reiterating it, but it's a big factor how everybody's been moving. The one time they stand around, Ronge allowed to walk out front and score the tying goal.
That's exactly right. You got to keep your feet moving. The Bombers will be happy to walk away with this with one point.
Well, Flin Flon has not been particularly good in overtime this year either. They've only got the one overtime win that came in Kindersley, and guess who scored the goal that night? Carter Anderson is no longer here. That was a breakaway goal, one of the nicest goals of the year.
Oh yeah, I remember. That was a beauty.
Bombers have dropped 2 in overtime. One of these Ronge ice goals, like I mentioned, which was way back on September the 27th. And they also, the one blemish in November, December was that overtime loss in North Battleford.
Yep.
That one came.
Real nice moment there. Magic Keeper and Graham Brown tapping pads. Good sportsmanship by both goalies. It's a fraternity, as you and I know, Rob, being ex-goaltenders.
December the 14th was the night that they lost that game in Battleford to overtime 3-2. So here we are ready to go 3-on-3. Buchart, Cameron, Silzer, the 3 studs for Ronge. Carruthers, Lepper, and Gruner. And here comes Carruthers quickly across the line. Carruthers hangs on, toe drag, that one gets blocked. Didn't see a lot of Buchart in the third period, but they started him here in overtime. And tell you what, if he gets some room, look out. Buchart's got it. He'll flip it back to Silzer. Silzer quickly to center ice. Swings that pass over to Cameron. Cameron hangs on, but he can't keep it inside the zone. Back to center ice. Lepper on top of him. He'll force Cameron to regroup on his side of center ice. Cameron almost overskates him, but he's got it. Here comes Cameron across the line, shovels it in. Chance for Silzer, and there's a glove save made by keeper. 40 seconds into overtime.
Love this 3-on-3. We've talked about it many times, Rob. I wish they would do away with the shootout and just go till somebody wins.
We'll see what happens here tonight. Bombers switch things up. Tanchuk, Ronge, and Piccinino. Piccinino's been an absolute spark plug for them tonight.
Yeah.
But so was Thomas and Cassette for the Wolves, and they've also got De Silva on the back end, so some pretty good players both ways here again. Speaking of Cassette, he gets the puck, he shoots it. Blocked here by Ronge. Ronge, though, can't get the puck out. Now it comes out. Thomas will shovel it back in the Wolves zone, and Cassette's got it, and he's going to take advantage. He realizes he doesn't have to rush. He still has well over 4 minutes, so try to set it up properly, try to rush things. Broken up by Ronge. Feeds it back to Piccinino. Now he's got to go back in his own zone and get it. Here's Piccinino. Up the middle. Across the Ronge line. Piccinino dropped it back. Ronge looking for a lane. Hangs onto it. Feeds it back here to Tanchuk. Tanchuk lost it back of the goal. There's Cassette. Kind of lost an edge, and puck deep inside the Wolves zone. Both teams looking like they might be a little bit tired out here. Cassette working Piccinino pretty good with a couple shots. Puck laying there. Cassette looking like he was going to grab it, but it goes right back into that pile. Tanchuk on top of it and wants to freeze it up here. Why not? Try and get a face-off in the offensive zone, but Cassette will dig it free, and it's a chance here for a 2-on-1 now. Cassette quickly. He's found his legs as he gets his way up the ice. Cassette dropped it back. Thomas shoots it, just ripped it wide. Puck will come out. Silzer back out there. He'll grab it at center.
Oh, too many. Oh.
Silzer. Across the line, walking in, shoots it. Save made again by keeper. He looked behind him, but he stopped it. He'll feed it back out front. Bersoni, a shot. That just missed. Boy, Flin Flon standing around, not looking good in the overtime period.
Cole Tanchuk needs off the ice.
Tanchuk is absolutely gassed, and there he goes. And Ringer's got to be tired too, Mike. He's been out there for a while. Boy, Flin Flon lucky it isn't over. Ronge feeds it back to Semp. He's got fresh legs. He's got Lepper with him as well. Semp hangs on, shoots it, ripped that one wide. Wolves are going to get to it. They'll bring it back up the ice. They'll get it to center. Bersoni forced to regroup back to his blue line. He'll drop it back. Here comes Boucher. Boucher across the Bomber line. He's going to bring it in. Ice Wolves going for it. They get another chance. Flin Flon even had a shot in overtime yet. I don't think they have. They're giving him credit for one, but I don't remember it. Here comes Semp. Back to center ice. Across the Ronge line, not much for Flin Flon so far. A chance in front that time for Cormier, though, but he missed it. He'll carry it back to center. Cormier. This is Lepper. Feeds it back to Semp. Semp, drop pass, look out, Lepper overskates it. De Silva's got a break, but Carruthers is out there, and he'll break it up. Boy, talk about getting on the ice right at the right time.
Yep.
Here's Buchart. He'll turn up the ice. Buchart looking for someone to give it to. Buchart will hold on to it. He'll carry it inside the zone. Minute and a half remaining in overtime. Throws it back out front to Cameron. These are the guys that started the overtime for Larange. Cameron dropped it back to Buchart. Buchart drops that one back to Silzer. Boy, Larange looked really smooth here in overtime. Here's Silzer. He'll hang on to it. Finally shoots it. Blocked it. Front Cameron a chance.
Nice
And there's
save.
Keeper again. Boy, Flin Flon has not had a real good chance in this entire overtime period.
No, that last shift for the Ice Wolves looked like the Harlem Globetrotters weave. They just moving the puck around, trying to find open ice, and they did a good job and got a great shot on Matt Keeper.
1:17 remaining in the overtime period. Wolves have got 4 shots in the extra period. Flin Flon has got, doesn't have a shot in overtime. Here's Gruner. Feeds it back here to Carruthers. Carruthers across the line. Stops, looking for someone to set it up. Carruthers will hold on to it. Now he flips it over here to Gruner. Gruner gets a return pass, hangs on, shoots it, ripped out. Did I hit the post?
It might have. That was...
Took a funny hop. Carruthers throws that back in tight there. I don't know if Brown really got set on the shot.
They counted that shot.
Wolves have it. Thomas will feed it back to Cassette. Cassette to center. And they're offside. Silzer tried to cheat just a little bit, but got a little bit too across the blue stripes, so they'll blow that down. There's the replay there. I think it did hit the crossbar, which really shouldn't count as a shot on net.
No. Silzer. He finally had to go sit down.
40.6 seconds to go. Here he is, Ryder Ringer to take the face-off here against Berzani. And Flin Flon still looking for their first official shot of the overtime period. But back on their heels for pretty much the overtime. Here's a chance now, maybe for Ringer, but it's way ahead of him. Brown going to come out. He'll play it nicely off the glass, but knocked down by Lepper. Lepper almost coughed it up. He'll get it back. Ringer. Ringer hangs on, looking for someone to give it to. He's got to bring it out. 20 seconds remaining. Ringer played it ahead to Lepper. They're going to have a chance now. Lepper to Piccinino, and he gets knocked to the ice, and he can't get the shot away. Boy, that was a really nice setup there. Puck will come out to De Silva. 7 seconds to go. De Silva hangs on, rips it. Look out! Keeper wasn't sure where it was, and they just shoveled the rebound away. And I think we're going to get a shootout here at Mike Slip.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of fitting here. A nice, the first game of 2025. Boy, the Wolves, they were the better team in overtime, were they not?
They sure were. You know, that overtime can be scary. They, you go down, you get a chance, you miss, and all of a sudden you're going back the other way, 2-on-1 or a breakaway.
Wolves outshoot the Bombers in the overtime period 4-1, so Flin Flon through the overtime, lead the shots 38-37. And now we'll see what happens with the perennial shootout. Keeper, some tremendous saves for Flin Flon to keep his team in this game here tonight.
Poor Cole Tanchuk got stuck out there. He was on his way to the bench, and the Ice Wolves were able to turn it around and go the other way, so he had to stay out and get back, and he did. He did a good job, but oh, he was tired.
Yeah, he was. He couldn't get to the bench quick enough. And a couple other guys. I mean, Ryder Ringer was out there for a long time on that shift, too.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes, like you said, you get cut in overtime. It's really tough to jump off the ice.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to Cole there.
So the Wolves are going to shoot first, and here comes Mr. Buchart, who, of course, leads the Wolves in goals and points this year. 14 goals, 30 points, and here he comes. Buchart will pick it up, very smooth skater. Walking in on goal, Buchart stops, shoots it, big
Nice
save there by Keeper. I'm not sure, I think Buchart, it almost looked like to me, kind of changed his mind there. He went and then he kind of stopped and didn't give himself a lot of room. Ryder Ringer going to try and put Flin Flon up there in the shootout. We'll see what happens. Ringer will pick it up. He does have a goal in this game tonight. Ryder Ringer will come in. Brown well out of the net. Ringer lost control of it, but still got a decent shot. Brown not fooled, though. Kicked out the right pad. He'll make the save. And another guy that scored in this game for the Ice Wolves, Donkin, is going to get a chance here tonight. And he's had a very nice hockey game here tonight. Very dangerous Larange forward. Donkin on the season. 9 goals now after scoring earlier tonight. Donkin will go the right way this time. Donkin shooting all the way, but there's Keeper. blocker on that one, and they're going to go with the hot hand, at least last night's game. Carruthers, who's had some chances tonight, Mike Slip, but he's had a hard time hitting the net.
Yeah.
The veteran QMJHLer, Carruthers will pick it up at center. He's across the Ronge line. Look at how far Brown is out the challenge. Carruthers a chance, and there's Brown. Taking it away. The goaltender's looking pretty good in the shootout period so far. Brown very well out of the net to challenge. They're going to go with the with Hudson Cameron, and he's going to pick it up.
Cameron's a nice skater too.
Yeah, he is. Hudson Cameron, he'll go to the left side. Cameron walks in, he scores! He'll go 5-hole, and now the pressure is on. Cameron going 5-hole and put the Wolves up in the shootout. Cormier going to get a chance here for Flin Flon. He needs to score to give the Bombers another chance. Cormier 2 goals in last night's game. He'd love to get one tonight. Here's Cormier across the line, cutting in. Cormier, nice move. Oh, he misses it. He had Brown beat, and he missed the empty netter. Did it hit the stick?
I think Brown saved that. I think he got a stick on it.
Big win here for the Wolves in the shootout. They needed 2 points. They get it. And Flin Flon's overtime struggles continue here. But like you said earlier, Mike, they should be thankful they got a point because it wasn't one of the best games they played this year. But still keep the unbeaten in regulation streak going now to, I believe, 17 games.
It wasn't a textbook game for the Flin Flon Bombers. They were lucky to get back in it. Some good work by Anthony Piccinino to do that. But boy, oh boy, this Ronge team has some good players, that's for sure.
That is a big point for Flin Flon, though, because with the shootout loss, they're now tied with Yorkton for second place overall. So something good does come out of a shootout loss. They get at least 1 point, and like I said, are tied for second overall now with Yorkton, who had their 8-game winning streak come to an end earlier today.
Absolutely, and of course that's Matthew Keeper's first loss. I thought he played a fantastic game.
Well, without him, it doesn't get to overtime.
No, it doesn't.
And that's a big 2 points for Ronge, because now just 1 point behind Humboldt for the final playoff spot.
Right, absolutely.
Alrighty, before we wrap things up, let's recap the final scoring summary here today. We Flin Flon Bombers were down by a pair of goals entering the third period. Anthony Piccinino, a nice game tonight. Gets his 7th of the year from Semp and Marsden once again at the 7:26 mark to give Flin Flon a little bit of life at 4-3. They kept pressing, then Ryder Ringer gets in alone, gets his 15th unassisted at 13:32, but tied things up at 4. Bombers pressing late in the game, couldn't get the go-ahead marker. It goes to overtime, really couldn't get much offensively going again, 3-on-3. They struggled on 3-on-3 at least the last couple times I've watched. Anyway, they couldn't decide at 5-on-5, they couldn't decide at the 5-minute overtime 3-on-3. Wolves by far the better end of those chances. Goes to the shootout, and Cameron will get the shootout winner. He scores as the third shooter, and the Wolves a much-needed victory. Knock off the Flin Flon Bombers in overtime in this building for the second time in a shootout. They won in overtime the first time, they win in a shootout this time, and a much-needed 2 points for them. They pick up their 15th win of the year, and have now moved to within 1 point of Humboldt for the 8th and final playoff spot. And the Broncos will have, though, 2 games in hand, so they had to have this one here today.
Yeah. They really played, and we said it, a great road game. It was just sort of textbook. Rob, you went through what they were good at tonight, and as I say, if you look up a road game in the dictionary, everything you said was on their face-offs, clogging it up, beating the other team to the puck, and then got some good goaltending from Graham Brown.
So with the loss, Flin Flon will fall to 29-2-1. But like I said, a big point because now tied with Yorkton for second overall. Terriers had their 8-game winning streak once again snapped earlier today by the Weyburn Red Wings. Quickly before we sign off, Mike, have you got 3 stars for us tonight?
I do, Rob. I'm going to give the third star to Matthew Keeper. As we've said, they wouldn't have got to overtime without Matthew Keeper. Mike Reagan, all coaches say we just need a goaltender to keep us in the game, and that's exactly what Matthew Keeper did. Second star goes to Tate Donkin. I thought he had a really nice game, scored a goal. They used him in the shootout. And I'm going to give Hudson Cameron the first start just because he's a great skater. I thought he played good, but
you got to give Cassette an honorable mention today too, because he played really well.
There's a number of honorable mentions, but Hudson Cameron with the shootout goal. You're right, Cassette. DeLillo, I really wanted to get in there.
Got his first of the year.
Vitz, all these guys. Buchart, we didn't see much of him in the third for whatever reason. Dembo's name was mentioned a lot, and of course, De Silva, always on the ice, and Sills are always on the ice. So all those honorable mentions, and for the Bombers, Anthony Piccinino, Cohen Semp, and Schaefer, I thought had good games.
There you have it. The Wolves full marks for a 5-4 shootout victory here today. A much needed 2 points, like we said, get within 1 point now of the final playoff spot here in the SJHL standings. That's going to do it for our Flow TV broadcast. Of course, we'll be back here on Wednesday. Nipwood Hawks will make their final regular season visit to the Forum, and like I said, they've been close. They've been there. They're having a hard time finishing games. Should be a really good test for Flin Flon on Wednesday, with a hungry Nipwood Hawk team coming to town with the next big game on Wednesday. Our next broadcast on radio will be from the Elgar Peterson Arena in Humboldt this weekend, a pair of games. Saturday, a 7 o'clock start time, and then a 4 o'clock start time on Sunday will be our next two broadcasts on radio. But back with Flow TV, the Hawks make their final visit to town on Wednesday. Again, the final, Hudson Cameron, the shootout winner. Wolves hold off the Bombers 5-4 to wrap things up from the Whitney Forum. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.